everyone, if you're watching this episode of the podcast on YouTube, just want to remind you, we stream podcasts live Monday evenings exclusively for first members on our website at roosterteeth.com. If you'd like a 30-day free trial, check it out. Just click on the link in the description below. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. Hello. This week brought to you by Audible, Casper, and Trunk Club. I'm Gus.
I'm Carrie.
I'm Barbara.
I'm Miles.
And I'm Gus.
And I'm Gus.
No, I'm Gus.
Wait a minute.
I'm confused now.
That's Bernie, right?
I'm Gus.
I'm confused.
Bernie and Gavin are out of the country at the moment in
So
beautiful
Miles and
Japan.
I are here.
So you guys are here to fuck it up again.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
God.
kind of British, and I'm kind of
happy.
Bernie.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of honey.
Hey.
New shirt in the store tomorrow.
So I had something really weird happen to me the other day.
Okay.
You know,
You had a dream about killing Barbara. Me too.
No, it's about just segueing away from whatever
Okay.
Barbara says.
That's a great idea.
Good call.
I was watching the Olympic opening ceremony, right? And it lasts like
Did you see the
6 hours.
The oily guy?
I saw the oily guy,
It's hard not to.
Boner Town. That guy's cut.
He-
Anyway,
oh, yeah.
I didn't watch it.
like
I have
an
no idea
Olympic
what you're
athlete.
talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think he was competing too?
So I'm kind of watching. I'm using my computer and I'm looking up every now and then. And at one point I look up and I see my neighbor.
What?
What?
Like in the audience?
Apparently she's in the Olympics and she's competing.
Wait, no, wait, what?
She's competing?
And I was like, oh, that's weird.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, she was in the audience or something. What is she
Yeah.
competing
Took a
in?
trip down to
I
Brazil.
don't want to say.
Okay.
I can tell you. I just don't want to give too much of her personal information.
Did you go like
okay,
right next
sure.
door and like talk to? Like,
I haven't seen her in a couple of weeks. And
Oh,
I guess
she's
She's
been
in the fucking Olympics, Gus.
I feel like you wouldn't see her at all if she was training for the Olympics in the last
Wow.
couple of years.
she travels a lot.
Okay.
And she's got a lot.
2 events apparently.
Apparently, she's been
Yeah.
qualifying for a
Is
few
it
years
a
already.
water sport? Could you give us like a clue? As
It
to
is
what
not.
Okay.
Interesting.
We'll whittle
That
this
does
down.
not
Is it
nail it.
curling?
I don't know.
Does it involve
Yes,
a
you
skier?
guessed it.
There you go.
They're having a special curling session
Summer
during
curling?
the Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Yep. It's winter in Rio right
You
now.
gotta move
so.
the sand out of the way. Yeah.
God, that's weird, man.
Man, that fucking.
shuffleboard.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I get excited in college. I would get excited when I saw like my band friend like playing at the football game. I'd be like, oh, there's Corey! Oh my god, that's fucking nuts. Like, are y'all like particularly good friends, or is it more just like, oh, just random acquaintance?
Yeah, it's random. Like,
Still weird, man.
yeah, acquaintance.
Is
But
she?
still-
This is gonna be a dumb question, but I assume she's on the U.S. team.
No, she is not. That was the other
What?
weird thing.
It's a twist.
She's not even on the U.S. team.
What
Really?
the fuck?
Yeah, she's competing for another country. That fucking
dude.
That's why you don't want to tell us because it's not legit.
Yeah, that it's well. Then
I'm
it's,
joking.
it's easier to find
I'm fucking
because it's
with you.
Alright.
a smaller
I guess
pool.
like I don't even know if that's a rule in the Olympics. You have to live in the country that you're
Then
competing
you just have to be a
for?
citizen, and she's got
Like dual citizenship,
Oh, okay.
All right, so if you had to be in the Olympics,
Oh, God.
like they were gonna force you to be in the Olympics,
And I was supposed to compete to try and win.
you have to give it your all.
Okay.
Essentially, you're going to compete in
do
some
your
Olympic.
best.
You're going to compete in some Olympic sport. It's highly, unless one of you guys is a fucking superhero in disguise, you're going to lose. So essentially, you're choosing
Whoa.
what sport are you going to fail at on national television? What would you choose?
I feel like I would pick something where there's a lot of people competing, like running or swimming, because you don't really notice the
he's-
person in
But
last.
you,
Oh,
know,
no,
you
you
notice the one
absolutely notice
who's
the
way
person
behind.
Are you kidding
I'm
me?
just like,
Any race, it's like, and they're off, except for one. Oh no, she's trying. She's
Yeah.
trying, just not.
Really
all right.
tired, out of breath.
If I was in a race,
Her
I would,
Fitbit is going
I would just
crazy.
hope that at least one person falls down. I'd be like, then maybe
Besides you.
I might not be last.
Could you imagine if like it's like hurdles, right? And one of the competitors like breaks their leg, and then you're the person that stops and like carries them across. No one will know.
You're a
no
hero.
One, it's like you could have won, but
Yeah.
you sacrificed
Okay, but
your career.
with all those race type things, they follow the people in the lead. So once you trail behind, you're not even on the
Yeah,
camera
but there's still
anymore.
a stadium full of people staring at you.
I don't
Yeah,
care about
no, and they're
those
gonna come back to you
people.
on ESPN the next day. They're gonna be like, "This fucking Canadian over here had no business being here."
I'll be like, sorry, like the Winter Olympics are my specialty.
I think I would try and go down a blaze of glory because like I know I'm not gonna win, so I'd probably do pole vaulting. I would try and be the first person to break a stick.
You know what would be awesome?
Yeah.
Is if you did like, if you chose like decathlon. That way there's like 10 fucking events. It's like, it's not just one thing. It's like, all right, now I gotta run.
I didn't-
What are even all the events in a decathlon?
I didn't realize in this hypothetical situation I also hated myself. Like, I didn't,
Well, I saw shooting the other day.
Oh, I
feel
do
like
that.
That could be something
yeah.
that you could
Yeah.
get the hang of, maybe.
isn't that a
totally talking about
Isn't
my
that a
ass.
winter one where like you like
Biathlon.
ski?
Ski and shoot, I
Yeah.
think is
Wait,
one of it.
what?
That's
Yeah.
a biathlon.
skiing and shooting? Is that some like James Bond shit?
Yeah,
Why?
They did a version on Top Gear where instead he took an SUV and then got in the back of the SUV and started taking shots.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
The decathlon. I'm looking up the
Assuming 10.
men's decathlon, which apparently is just structured differently than the women's decathlon. It looks like it's all the same events,
Okay.
just like reordered. That's
Yeah.
weird.
I'm sure committee spent a lot of time on that.
100-meter run. This is all day one. You do all of this in the same day.
All right, can you do that?
100-meter run. I mean, I could do it.
Yeah.
And how long though?
I mean,
Well,
what's a good time is like
a meter a
I don't
second.
fucking
9
know.
seconds or something. Like 9.6 seconds is like the world record,
100
right?
meter, yeah.
So I could do it like in 20.
That's faster than gravity.
You're just floating.
Way to be Gavin today.
You're in the right spot. Long
Yeah.
jump,
Okay.
shot put.
I don't even remember what that one is. Is that the
thing
frisbee
like,
thing?
shoot it
Yeah.
like
It's
that?
like you throw the cannonball.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah,
got it,
that's
got it.
discus.
Discus.
High
Makes
jump.
sense.
And 400 meter.
I would love to see Carrie do a high jump.
Yeah.
Get to 5
Dude, he used to
fucking
do
events in
fucking
one day.
parkour.
I actually,
Oh, that's
so I did
true.
track. I did Taekwondo and I did track. I had problems doing the high jump in track because my Taekwondo classes, they started out as like self-defense for kids. I'm going to not do the boring version of this. So we would have tournaments for kids. So when we would do these tournaments, we would do high jump and it would be just like straight, just like jump over the belt. When you do high jump in track, you actually jump backwards
Oh,
over
fuck.
it. I couldn't get my body to do it.
Jesus
Like my body
Christ.
would just like not do it. So I did hurdles instead. I have to face my enemy.
Oh, you could choose between the two?
In middle school track, you can go where the fuck you want. You can just pick your ass like in the corner.
When I was in middle school, we actually did long jump and high jump, and like
Yeah.
they didn't mean anything, but these competitions that we used to do in gym class, I was always the winner of both high jump and long jump because I was a 5'9", 12-year-old,
Oh yeah,
and so I was just like fucking like Spider-Manning.
You just
it
jump.
over.
You just like take one big step. Like you wouldn't even jump.
Pretty much, because every other girl was like 5'2".
it's kind of like going over like a
5'3".
high fence where you just like you barely.
I also stepped over them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Peter Hayes says it's an easy question. He would do sailing,
Ooh,
which is interesting to do. Like
That's neat.
One that you're in a group and you can like.
Yeah.
You're just pretending
Blend
to
away.
like
Yeah.
coil rope for like 20 minutes.
You're
You've
like,
got the
"Hee-ho!"
You're set. You got the outfit.
I do. I
Yeah.
got those white pants.
And the salmon shirt.
A nice salmon shirt.
Every
yeah.
day you walk
I'll
in
do-
with that.
Everybody else will be in a uniform. I'll be there with like boat shoes, fucking sunglasses.
ascot.
Yeah, for sure. An ascot's like, who wants mimosas?
You
I'm
could be,
on
you
it.
could be the bartender for the
Yeah.
sailing
Yeah.
trip.
There you
Day
go.
2.
What?
Oh, okay.
Wait, how many
I'm
events was in
sorry,
day one? Was
what?
that 6?
5.
5.
That-
Okay.
They're 2 days long?
Day 2.
Do you have to, like, camp out?
110 meter hurdle, discus throw, pole vault, javelin throw, 1500 meter race.
Oh.
100.
So I did all that stuff in track. I could not do that stuff anymore. No, fuck that.
That's fucking
What?
crazy.
Do you have to like camp in a tent overnight just to like show how metal you
Yeah,
are?
is it like
You
the
have to catch
Amazing
your own
Race?
food.
yeah.
Is it the Amazing Race where like how far you've come the day before, like you get to leave at like 5:01 in the morning and you get to leave 5:02?
How far do you think we are? Oh God, I hope this is not the Gavin question.
Oh.
No, I don't think it's that bad. How far do you think we are from having something that's kind of like the Hunger Games, but for real?
Very far. I don't think people
When's
will ever
the
use...
election go down?
Okay, maybe not killing your like people, but it's like paintballs or something. Like, how far do you think we are from like
where it becomes like a
competitive
spectator sport?
survival?
It's like the
sports?
purge, but with wedgies.
Yeah, exactly. Which actually the Purge 4, whatever. I feel like that's coming up. I feel like that's gonna happen soon.
What? Why?
The Olympics are going away. I feel like they're gonna go away.
Why?
The lead up to this has just been like, why are we doing this? I feel
Well,
like,
no,
the lead up has
the
been,
lead-up
why
has
are we
been-
doing this in Rio?
That's the
been the
lead-up.
lead up to this. I've been hearing the argument that we just finally just have them in Greece all the time. That's just where we just build one thing. We stop fucking wasting money on it. Everybody just goes there. Greece could certainly use that.
Dude,
Well, I was
know.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, but they can't
Vancouver-
afford it.
That's
It's
true.
so expensive to host the Olympics.
Vancouver had a great Olympics.
yeah, just want to do it in
Fucking
Vancouver every year.
Nickelback performed at the closing ceremony.
So which part was
There's no
great?
topping that. There's
Yeah.
no topping
I'm just
that.
kidding. When that happened,
Did they do the decathlon? Sorry, can you even say
look at this photograph.
God, I hate them.
That
Anyways,
was probably one of the saddest moments of my life. Where I was
Watching Nickelback?
when I was watching the closing ceremonies of the Olympics and Nickelback performed.
Nah.
Because all Canadians were just like,
what's the Canadian
why
salute?
is this band representing
Like,
us?
do you like we do this? What do you,
Canadian
what do you
tattoo?
do? Do you
Salute. Put your
Like
hand
when
over the heart.
when the national anthem's playing, what do you do? Or the Pledge of Allegiance?
you do the
do
shot?
not
put
do
It's like
that.
a maple leaf.
You do not do
I'm
that.
just kidding. We don't do shit.
Okay.
You don't do that? There's no like.
There's-
I think it's just like the hand
You
over the
just do
heart. We
that?
take our hats off.
Fucking copycats.
Oh man,
We
this is
invented
super
that.
random. I realized throughout my entire like grade school career, I said the Pledge of Allegiance wrong. Like,
What were
from
you
a-
saying?
I always started out with I pledge of allegiance to the flag.
I know a lot of people that did
For
that, yeah.
18 or however many years you're in school, I
There's
did that
like
because I just learned it
2% of
wrong
the
as a
people
kindergartner.
watching.
Yeah.
And then I just did that, and just because I never paid it. I remember there were people that would be like, I'm not going to say this shit. You were
That was
probably
me.
one of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I went through like a year where that was me. I think it was junior year.
It would be.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Do you think you
Yeah.
just blew someone's mind?
What?
Who
Well, I-
also thought it was I pledge
I
of
hope
allegiance.
so.
There are at
And
least
if I
5
did,
people.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
There's 2% of our audience watching right now. That's just like, wait, what?
I just I never paid attention to the words that I said ever. I remember finally when I was a senior, I was like, this is kind of a weird thing to make a bunch of kids say every day.
Yeah,
it
it definitely got weird like when you got to like the World War II Germany section in the history book. And it's like you have to like pause reading that to stand up and do this. I'm like, wait a minute.
Do you think you could recite the Canadian national anthem?
I don't even know if I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, is that is it?
Sure you
I'm trying to think if I even know the first
Canada.
word. Oh, that's it?
That's it.
That's the national anthem?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And then you take a shot of maple syrup.
My home and native land.
Our
Home and native land.
Through
Let's
beaver tails and
grab a toque and
Those hats with flaps.
Tim.
hats with flaps.
Yep. hmm
that's what
Canada, you are really cold.
Yep.
You have poutine. It's the Canadian dream. And God,
No one
what
takes
the
you
fuck's
seriously.
America doing now? I'm pretty sure that's how it
Wow.
goes.
I can't wait
Hey.
to see the supercut of that.
Yeah.
Nailed it. About to stand.
Did you tear up a little bit? Like,
I
did
did.
you feel that?
My heart was swelling.
I'll never forget the first time I went to Canada was with you and Marshall at Toronto Fan Expo.
Yep.
And I remember the biggest problem I had with Canada was that I couldn't find a trash can, only recycling cans everywhere. And I was like, huh, yeah, all right, this place is better.
But what do you do with your trash?
Ryan Brasfield on Twitter says
Throw it
that
down to America.
they should have had Rush instead of Nickelback. I agree with that. I get behind
Pretty
that.
much anyone besides Nickelback, I think, is the right answer.
I think we may have just found like the first sentence in history that's always true.
Always like regardless.
No, that's not true. We're gonna kill a band.
Oh, okay. Then Nickel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay, never mind.
You know how they salute the flag in Mexico?
How?
Do you know, Miles?
How they salute it in Mexico?
Yeah.
Burn it.
Don't do anything racist over there. I'm watching you.
I was gonna say you tip your sombrero.
That's not that bad. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Is
Yep,
it?
that's
Wait,
that.
is
That's
it
just that?
Yep.
on the
What is
right
the
arm on
what
the
is the
left?
significance of that?
No
gesture?
idea.
Is it like cutting your heart in half? Bleeding
That's just
for
the way
Mexico?
it is. It always seemed like when I was a kid, it didn't seem weird, but then as I got older, I was like, that almost seems kind of fascist, right?
At least it's
Yeah.
not.
right. It's
Yeah.
like,
I was waiting for the second part where like you raised your arm up. That's what I was expecting.
You're flying.
Yeah.
Someone who is
We're
a-
flying
Flying.
now.
Joshua VDC on Twitter says, I thought it was invisible under God.
That would be awesome.
Instead of divisible.
Yes.
That's a good one. That's a good
Oh,
one.
One
here's a
nation under
picture of
God,
the-
invisible, with
Oh,
liberty
yeah,
and
look at
justice
that.
for all.
I mean, I have no problem with it. It just seems like they're halfway done. Like I'm just waiting for the second part of it.
It looks like they're.
It looks like they're
Yeah.
like. but
Wait, no, you can.
Like presenting their nipple.
I was gonna say it looks like they're trying to push an invisible woman down to give them a blowjob, but that's just
It's not
me.
even that bad. Come on.
Ashley Marcy
I don't want to offend invisible people.
tweeted, the Pledge of Allegiance is just a flag advertisement.
Yeah, that's pretty true. It's pretty solid. Yeah.
Deep thought.
I don't know if I could recite it.
The American Pledge of
Pledge
Allegiance.
allegiance. Yeah, I mean.
I mean,
whatever,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
All right, give it a shot. Give it a shot.
I pledge allegiance
You're already better than me.
to the flag
Yep. That's where you do it.
under God,
No,
Yep.
why? That is a
No,
lie.
she got it. She got it.
indivisible,
That's true. That other guy fucked up, but you got it.
for all.
So that was I pledge allegiance to the flag, under God, indivisible for all.
And then she used her
And
left
then you
hand.
do, and then you do the invisible blowjob again. Yeah, there you go.
Very good.
You nailed it. Welcome to America.
Sweet.
Land of
Did I get my
opportunity.
citizenship
You're a
yet?
citizen now.
Yeah, they're gonna use this against you.
I can't wait to
You're gonna be in
vote
like the council, and then while they decide.
I had to go to this
for all.
government office, this federal government office last week.
I'm sorry.
And like you walk in, and I walked into this office, and I was using my phone. I was looking something up. So I walk in, and I'm like on my phone, and as soon as I walk in, there's like a dude behind a counter. He goes, "Hey, can't have your phone in here. Go back to your car. Take it to your car." I was like,
Take it to your car.
okay. So I just walked out, put it in my pocket, walked back in.
Of course, yeah.
And there's like
Like a good American should.
there's signs everywhere that are like, no cell phones. You'll be asked to
Where did you
leave.
say this was?
It's at a government office. I didn't.
Okay.
But and then so it's like you're sitting there, right? And nobody can have their phone out. There's no magazines, and they have a TV with a DVD player hooked up to it, and they're playing what
I'm hoping you're gonna say Shrek, but
They're playing Superman Returns,
Shrek the Third.
oh, my answer was way better.
which ends while I'm sitting there. So then they take it out, and then they put Batman versus Superman in. Like, what the fuck is
There's a
this?
theme. It's good.
At least
They probably
movies
have like
playing.
days at their office, like, all right, guys, we're doing superhero day this week to lead up to Suicide Squad.
I
Let's
also-
get excited.
I think we were at the same place recently. I had to go somewhere to get something done for my green card application.
We probably were at the same place.
Wow.
And like there were signs everywhere, like no phones, no phones.
Did you put your phone in the
I
car?
left my phone in my car.
Wow.
Proud of you.
I'm an American. They can't fucking
Yeah.
tell me where to use my phone or where not to use my phone.
Yeah, that's
Not
what,
in the
It's in the
whole office you can use it?
Constitution.
such a Canadian
That's so
thing to
weird.
do.
I
went to-
wanted to obey all the laws of America.
That's good.
Yeah, you're in a. They can't kick me out. You're in a slightly different, a different place.
Speaking of Suicide
weird.
Squad, who here saw it?
Absolutely not.
Let me read something before we get to Suicide Squad.
Okay.
And
We,
then
and we,
will go-
and we won't do
This
spoilers.
is how
We're not
I
going to
raise
talk
my
spoilers.
hand as I say that I saw Suicide Squad.
How
Are you
appropriate.
the Joker?
Want to remind everyone, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. So thanks to Audible.com for supporting this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast. Audible has an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original shows, news, comedy, and more. Audiobooks are great to listen to when you're driving, at the gym, or shopping. For our listeners, Audible is offering a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial. If you want to listen to it, Audible has it. Just go to audible.com/roosterteeth, browse their unmatched selection of audio content, download a title for free, and start listening. It's that easy. Get a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/roosterteeth. That's audible.com/roosterteeth. I actually just downloaded Heir to the Empire, the Timothy Zahn Star Wars book. Probably, I hadn't read that book since it came out. Probably like, what was that, like 94?
I'm not sure.
It's really good. And It's
Yeah.
interesting now, re-listening to it, now that we've had bad Star Wars and good Star Wars since
Yeah.
then. It's like, oh, wow, like it's really a trip to listen to and think about. And then it made me start thinking, we're going to get to, this is going to segue perfect to Suicide
okay.
Squad in a second. So it made me start thinking about, this morning I was thinking about Star Wars and I was thinking about Heir to the Empire. And it really made me think about the amount of pressure that the people making The Force Awakens must have been under,
Oh my
right?
god, I can't even imagine
Because
Yeah.
it's like, it's a franchise people love that people love to shit on.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's like, this is going to be the movie that's going to ideally restart more
Yeah.
movies in this
Yeah.
universe. Like,
Yeah.
if you fuck it up, then no one's going to be excited about Rogue One. No one's going to be excited about
Yeah.
Episode
But they're
8.
just gonna have like extremely low expectations no matter what you do. They're gonna go in like already hating it.
I don't know, man.
Well, I
No,
mean,
I would disagree with that.
I feel like
think
no,
so?
I went in wanting to love it and I did, but like it's like you're saying, like the last like decade before that, everybody had just been hating on it.
Yeah.
Like the expectation was that it was gonna be shitty just because it was Star Wars.
and this movie had to turn it around.
Yeah.
Like, turn everyone's
I thought you were already talking about
perception.
you had low
Suicide Squad.
expectations
No,
going
no.
into Star Wars?
I wasn't
Force
sure.
Awakens? Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I probably in the same boat as you. Like, you'd been burned by 3 movies.
Yeah,
I've been through the
exactly.
same thing. It's like, I was excited for those when I saw the trailer, and then
Yeah. I mean, I
fucking
went in
cried
just
for
like
2 hours.
I just like I want it to be good. Let's hope it's good. And I watched it and I fucking
I,
loved
re-
it.
I remember trying. I was like that for a while, and I think it was until like the second or third trailer came out, and then I think it was the second trailer came out,
Yeah.
and I was just like, can't contain it. All right, no, I'm excited. God damn it, I didn't
Yeah.
want to be excited, but I'm excited.
I mean, I feel like and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, because you probably have a slightly better memory than this, but like
I'm just older. I'm just older. You can just say it.
that was the nicer saying it. I feel like everybody was really excited for Phantom Menace when the trailers
oh
came
my
out.
God,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, like,
absolutely.
I just
Is
didn't
there a
want to use
whole
the trailer as a
documentary about it?
yeah. There is. It's just like everybody was like super excited, and it was just like, oh, well, this is a
And
letdown.
and then people like I remember saw it again, thinking like maybe I was just
I did that with
not
Spider-Man
seeing
3.
it.
Oh,
Like-
God.
And that's kind of what I think about Suicide Squad. I was like, is there something I'm missing? Where, like, how did I think this movie was that bad?
So I
So
went.
I will say, I'm going in. I have not seen Suicide Squad yet, but I don't care if you spoil it. I mean, I think the movie's already
I'm still
spoiled.
trying to avoid
We're
spoilers.
not gonna
for-
spoil
or
it.
the
The
movie-
movie
I'm
The
not
movie
gonna
has
see it.
spoiled itself. But I was actually excited because I know a lot of people were shitting on it with the trailers and everything. It seems like an interesting premise to me. Again,
Yes.
I'm not like a comics person. I started actually reading Suicide Squad comics to try to, just because it seems like an interesting idea to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The trailers made me interested. It made me excited, and I wanted
yeah,
to see
they
it
didn't turn me off. From the movie.
until I realized that it has such a terrible Rotten Tomato score, currently at 26%.
Yep.
Yeah.
See,
So-
that to me is too high.
So wow, really?
Yeah.
So, Suicide Squad, I felt like was in the exact same position, not the exact same, but a similar position that The Force Awakens was in that DC live action, especially after Batman v Supes, which I still haven't seen.
These soups.
It sounds like a
was
legal case.
It was like we gotta. I mean, that was the point, wasn't it? Batman v Superman. There's a reason with there's a fucking trial and shit. Anyways. Suicide Squad was like, at least for me, and it seems like to a lot of people, the make or break moment. It looked like after BB Soups.
Yeah.
Just keeps getting shorter and shorter every time.
Well, time is precious. BVS. After that, the DC needed to show it's like, hey, look, we're listening to our fans. Look, Suicide Squad, it's way more lighthearted. Like, we're not going to be as serious and down on it. Like, every trailer cut was like, oh, Ballroom Blitz and Queen and all this shit. And I'm like, okay. So I love villains.
Yeah.
But I don't trust you yet.
Well, here's the problem with that. I feel like that's what Batman vs Superman was supposed to be. That was supposed to be no. That was supposed to be the movie that made or break everything. Because by the time, when did Batman vs Superman come out?
It was like February.
Yeah, it has not been long enough. The problem is that they reacted to notes, I feel like, from Batman vs. Superman and tried to force a movie. I haven't seen it. And tried to force a movie that wasn't supposed to be.
It definitely looked like something weird happened in the editorial room.
That's why
the way I describe it,
there's
it's
rumors
like,
about that.
Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, God. And of course, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like, I've heard plenty of people say that they enjoy the movie.
Also, production's hard as shit.
Production's hard as shit. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I've learned working here.
Yeah.
Is that, like, you think you know how things work. You don't. You don't know how things work. We'll never know what happened in the production of Suicide Squad that led to that. But I doubt everybody that worked on that movie looked at the final cut and went, that's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way. The way I describe it is they took the bunch of pieces to a movie in, like, a puzzle form, put it in a box, grabbed the box, and went, and then where everything kind of landed is where they just left
And then
it.
half the puzzle fell out.
And then half the puzzle fell out.
Well, the Joker
it was a
did it.
2-hour movie that felt like a 3-hour movie to me. And three-fourths
high
of
praise.
the way through a movie is not the time to start going into a character's backstory. That's not the appropriate time to do
Also,
it.
I don't know if you felt the same way as I did about this, but I watched that movie and it feels like it started after like an hour the movie should have passed.
I don't fucking know. Here's the
Where
thing.
it's just like it starts and you're like, what?
So-
who? Where?
I went into it cautiously optimistic. I was
Right.
like, I don't know if it's going to be good, but so far it hasn't shown me a reason that it could be
Me too.
awful,
I actually
right?
expected to like it.
The first 30 minutes are pretty solid. Like the opening of that movie is pretty cool. Like they're getting some backstory about Deadshot, some backstory about Harley, and
was
then they
so
kind of went, and then they
fast,
kind of
though.
went, and then there's other guys. My biggest problem with the movie, well, what I thought was gonna be my biggest problem with the movie was that after the intro, they start kind of having to rapidly go through stuff. And it's really confusing. Like, wait, okay, so this is the antagonistic force. All right, now what is their mission again? Okay, all right, and I guess these guys are coming along. There's literally like they're getting on the helicopter to go to the mission after everybody's been introduced, sort of, and like they.
You mean
know
the
what they're
title
supposed to
screens
do.
with 8 lines of text
Yeah,
and
they
it's
did
on
the
screen for
Borderlands
about like 0.2 seconds?
But then they're all getting on the helicopter. It's taking off, and then oh hey, this is Katana. She's coming with us too. Dun 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 dun. Now they're going into the city. That's literally her introduction. It's like, here's Katana. She's coming with us too. Jump to a flashback where she's like, my husband, and then you come back and she's like, yeah, she's not bad, but she's my friend. So
What?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I remember the
She's
one-
not a member of the Suicide
the
Squad.
one line
She's
she
just
has in the
Captain
movie.
Flag's friend. Oh, dude.
Like-
So about halfway through that movie, I'm sitting in the theater. I'm going, okay, I see why people are ragging on Suicide Squad. I think I understand it. Here's a movie that has taken a whole lot of really interesting, quirky characters and a crazy, like, escape from New York ass premise, and they managed to make it boring. Like, the action is boring, personally. Like, there's no there's baby spoiler, 3 helicopter crashes in that movie. None of them really hold any significance. Nobody dies in helicopter crashes except for the pilot.
I honestly only remember one of those.
And there's a moment where they're infiltrating a building, and then again, this is no relevance on the plot
I feel
whatsoever.
like you can't spoil this movie.
You can't.
They're going in. They're like, all right, there's bad guys in here. We got to move tactically. Ding! What's that sound? Whoa! Harley Quinn's just taking the elevator because she's crazy. Get down here, girl. Cut to in the elevator. There's like a 3-4 minute scene where Harley, for whatever reason, she's doing her makeup in the elevator, and somehow some bad guys enter through the top and side of the elevator. She kills them. They get to the top, and they're all like, oh, what's wrong? She's like, what are you looking at? And walks out. And then the scene just carries on as if that never fucking happened. Like, there was a bunch of rumors that, they went back and they did some reshoots after seeing reactions to the trailer. That seems like one of those things where they were like, well, we need to make this more fun. Because the whole thing is done to like some, nostalgia classic rock song.
I think wasn't that Ballroom Blitz? No.
No.
I will say people, I think, made a big deal out of the fact that there was those reports about reshoots for Suicide Squad. That's not out of the ordinary.
No, it's
that's
not.
super normal.
Reshoots all the time.
Yeah.
I think this is the first movie I've seen, though, where it was pretty apparent.
Okay.
Wasn't there a rumor that it was just completely re-edited by another person?
I heard it was
heard
the
that
trailer
rumor.
house did it or
One
something. I don't know.
guy edited it, and that exists somewhere in the ether somewhere.
Yeah.
But So they have all these cool characters. Hardly any of them interact with each other ever. Like they'll all each individually. No, that's not even true. Killer Croc like never talks to anybody.
I think he
except halfway through the movie, who was like, "In case y'all didn't know, I'm a black guy, BET," and you're like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Really?
Dude, yeah. He's like, "Shorty, I'm beautiful."
Which-
like suddenly he just starts talking in like super stereotypical black dude dialogue.
Could you understand anything he was saying the whole movie?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know.
Sometimes.
Was it worse than
There was a
Bane?
lot of characters in that movie
Nah,
where
I wouldn't-
they said something and I was like, I legitimately have no idea what you just said.
But
The first time I watched Dark Knight, that was me with or not Dark
This
Knight,
was
last one with Bane.
worse.
Okay.
So they spend a whole lot of time on action that has no real consequence. It's not particularly cool. Like there's a few cool moments. Deadshot fucking shit up on top of a car was cool. Harley for like literally the entire movie, the gag is, "Oh, I have a bat and I'm not really useful here," which begs the question: why the fuck do you send in like all these dudes? Like, the whole objective for them too is really unclear. Like they're not going in to stop the evil. They're just going in to find somebody.
They're also like, none of them are really
There's one metahuman out of all of them.
special. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like she has a bat, he's good with a gun. It's like, why could these people all of a sudden
My
stop
buddy
this?
Doyle and I
Like,
had a long conversation about who deserved to be there. Katana, El Diablo, and Deadshot were the only, and I guess Killer Croc were like the three that I guess made sense. But then Captain Boomerang had no business being there. Fucking Harley Quinn had what's she so good at? Being crazy and Joker's best friend. Send her in. Like it was just like, what are we doing here, man? And what was interesting for me was like
Miles, they needed a female character, so
look, she was great to look at and actually did a really good Harley Quinn, but in that situation
that's
was
good.
useless.
yeah, I just felt it was so wasted because the actors they had playing these characters were great
She's a
actors,
great actress.
Will Smith did great.
but the lines they were given were so bad.
that's the
and
other
so
thing.
cheesy and just like they couldn't perform with that.
So I'm thinking I know why the movie's bad. And then about 3/4 of the way through the movie, there's a helicopter crash that involves a particular binder. And that's when I looked at my friend and was like, are they really doing this? It's like
you
a
told me about
school
that, yeah.
level, like this is something you would see in a high school film, which close your ears for 15 seconds if you don't want to avoid spoilers. Will Smith finds a binder literally labeled top secret, opens it, closes it after 5 seconds, and then goes up to Captain Flag and is like, "Yo, when were you gonna tell us about this?" Because yeah, when they're going into the city, Midway City, and you see like the giant thing in the sky, they're like, "Yo, so what are we fighting here? Terrorists, dirty bombs, people with guns, that kind of thing." Really? And here's the moral of that
Also,
film,
the
from what I
picture from the
understand
binder
too.
that fell out perfectly into the water of him and the other girl.
This is the message of Suicide Squad.
Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah. Ready?
We're bad guys. Own that shit. Unless, of course, you don't want to. In which case, be the good guys, but not too good. Because remember, you're bad. I think. That is the fucking message of that
The
movie.
worst
What
thing
is
they
this?
do- the
Some kind of
worst-
Suicide Squad?
The worst thing
I thought
they
that'd
do
be the worst line in the movie.
all movie, the worst, like the thing that makes them bad guys all movie, the worst thing they do is steal a purse out of a store.
Yeah, it's like we had to do this to remind them that, oh, hey, remember, we're bad.
Yeah, look, I'm stealing.
There's a moment where, so it really gets fucked up in like the last third of the movie where they're like, suddenly there's character moments like, oh, this character has grown, and then they don't, and it's like, oh, this person betrayed us. I have an opportunity to kill them, but I won't, even though they just betrayed us because I'm good, but I'm not. I don't know. Harley Quinn gives a fucking awful motivational speech. It's like you said, the lines get worse and worse and worse. By the final fight, Will Smith literally goes, "You're evil, lady." And it's like, that was his big moment, I guess, for the scene.
Also, could we talk about what's her name? Cara Delevingne? The woman who plays the witch. She's like a supermodel.
Oh, Enchantress?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about?
She is a supermodel, beautiful woman. Should not maybe be an actress.
It was
A lot of
again-
this. A lot of
Look,
this
man,
going on.
it was,
What's wrong with
and
that?
that's the thing too. So like Enchantress has like she speaks in very like old like way of speaking, and then she speaks in like ancient mannerisms or whatever, blah blah blah. And then in the last scene, she's like, "You don't have the balls." Like,
Yeah,
wait, what?
she said you don't have the balls.
Excuse me?
But it's in her like epic like enchantress voice.
It's fucking weird.
Where she's like,
You don't have the balls.
It's you explaining this movie to me is bothering me a little bit. Like I don't like that's how.
Oh,
deeply,
that's how upset you're saying.
That's how
Oh,
upset
oh,
I
yeah.
am about all of this. Like
Doesn't matter.
Nah.
here's the thing.
Doesn't matter. That movie made $133
Yep.
million
Yeah,
over
it's
the
great.
weekend in the U.S.
Yep.
$133 million foreign.
Yep.
It's
want-
going to end up cash
I
positive.
want
yeah. I
everybody
would
to
say
see it because
no.
I want to be able to talk about this and I want you guys to share in the like.
No, don't watch
anger.
That's how they. No, don't do that. Don't listen to her.
I want you to
What was
share
it?
in the
I was not going to go to this movie until reviews came out and a few of my friends saw it. But then a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in a while was like, "Let's go see it together." I was like, "Okay." But I try, like, if I'm on the fence about something and if I have no reason to trust the studio, I will not pay to go see it because that's what it is at the end of the day. You can complain and bitch and start as many petitions as you want, but if you pay for something, like, money is the ultimate way of showing confidence.
Didn't the
promoting people
last
to do
Transformers movie get like a 20-something on Rotten Tomatoes, but still make like $1 billion?
Probably because
Sounds like
it's
a-
PG-13.
What was the, yeah, that's the other thing is
Yeah.
it's a PG-13 movie.
Yeah.
What was the last one? I don't even know. Transform.
Rise of the Cybercox. I don't know.
What?
I was trying something with the
Robot
Shia LaBeouf joke.
dinosaurs.
Shia
I don't
LaBeouf's
know.
not in anymore, is he?
Age of Extinction?
Age of Extinction. There you
Probably.
go. Marky Mark was in it.
I'm
was.
happy that I haven't seen any of the
18%
Transformers
on Rotten Tomatoes.
How much did it make?
18?
How much did it make?
I'm looking it up.
So here, but as a fan of like Batman and the Joker being one of my favorite villains, my biggest problem I had with the movie is that the Joker's in love with Harley Quinn.
$1.1 billion.
That's not how that works.
Hang on, wait, real quick. Did you hear that?
What?
Transformers Age of Extinction, 18% Rotten Tomatoes, worldwide $1.1 billion.
1 billion?
Yeah. So that's why people should not go see this movie.
Yeah. Don't.
I haven't seen any of the
Unless you know what I mean. That's just my opinion.
I haven't
If,
either.
like I said, there's people out there that enjoyed the movie, and the first 30 minutes were super entertaining, and I was into it.
So just leave after that.
It was really funny. We actually went to go see the movie with our entire marketing team because it was like our team
right,
building
yeah.
day. So I didn't have to pay for the movie. Rooster Teeth actually paid for it. So thanks, Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
At the end of it, like all of us kind of looked at each other and we're just like, all right. And then I turned to Eric and he goes, wasn't that bad?
Well, oh, he's gonna be mad that you said that. So sorry. Here's the thing, though. Great marketing because they all made us go. That might not be too bad.
Dude, the people that
marketing.
edited those trailers are the real heroes.
We learned
Yeah.
a lot
It was
from
those
it.
were some fucking cool trailers.
Yeah.
But no, the geek inside of me was just upset that like both Harley and Joker have an equal amount of love and infatuation for one another, and that's like I've never seen that relationship portrayed that way in like any of the books, the cartoons, the games.
It's not supposed to be. Yeah.
It's not supposed to be. Like
also
Harley's infatuated with the Joker, and he treats her like shit and is super abusive, but she's crazy.
I wish
and
there was more story about that.
They did a good job explaining Harley, because like in the cartoon, she's just like, "I love you now, Mr. J. Oh, let's go, Puddin'." But in this one, it's like she fell for him. Spoiler if you care. She fell for him. He busted out of the asylum and then strapped her down and fucking electrocuted her brain and made her nuts. And I was like, "Oh, that's fucking metal as shit."
Yeah.
But Leto's
True love
Joker,
story.
it wasn't bad. Like vocally, it honestly reminded me a lot of Heath Ledger's. It was very gravelly and down here. Visibly, obviously, he kind of looked more like the
An Insane
crazy,
Clown Posse member.
a little bit. He just didn't stand
More
out.
cartoony.
He just didn't stand out as any other kind of gang leader. He just kind of seemed like a gang leader that happened to laugh and then
He wasn't
like was
terrible, though.
painted like he wasn't terrible, but he didn't do anything particularly jokery. Like he wasn't funny. Like most Jokers, like a good Joker, like Mark Hamill's Joker, you still can't help but like him.
Yeah.
Even Heath Ledger's Joker, who's super deranged, has the scene where he's walking out in a nurse's outfit and then there's the flubber
yeah.
thing. It's like, and it's funny. You laugh at him. The burning fire truck is kind of funny. And Leto's Joker, he's scary, and the Joker's supposed to be scary, but that's it.
Do you
He's
think
just scary.
that will be further explored in the standalone Batman movie, and that they didn't have time to do that this time because it was such an ensemble?
It's possible, and that's the other thing. It's like, when the fuck are people going to learn that you can't cram 1 million characters into a movie unless you've had proper time to catch up? Right now,
Which was,
DC's
and
running.
Marvel did that great.
Yeah,
They
Marvel's
set
been
up so
running a
many
marathon,
standalone
and
movies.
they've had years to set this stuff up. DC's trying to start running without putting their fucking tennis shoes on
But
yet.
to
I
be
mean, even
fair-
then, Guardians introduced 5 characters in one movie, and they
That's true.
still did a fucking better job.
But
with
they
it.
had already set like
Part of
kind
the universe, I
part of the
guess.
universe,
Okay.
and kind of gotten you used to that.
Yeah, Star
you're
Wars
right,
has
yeah.
5 characters too. and it's like,
I saw the Avengers before I'd seen any of the Marvel movies,
Oh, wow.
other than Iron Man. I'd seen Iron Man, and I still loved that movie, and I totally understood every single character and where they came from. They did an awesome job.
Yeah, I think even in the first Avengers, they still do like flashbacks with like Captain America to set up like what happened to him,
Just
and,
in
like,
case, yeah.
Frozen, and like
Yeah.
you know,
and just like the way they worked together seemed to make sense and that it had a purpose. Whereas in this, it's just like
at arbitrary moments in the movie is when they decide to do a flashback to what the character's all about.
That sounds like
the
the
midway
weirdest
point,
thing.
the midway point in the movie is when they finally show like Harley Quinn's like how she got, how much she loves the Joker, and it's, I don't know, man. It's it was sad. I wanted to like it. Like I never want something to be bad. You know, you want people to make good stuff. And
I thought I would enjoy it because I am very not picky when it comes to movies, especially movies like this, superhero movies, action movies, and stuff like that. As long as I'm entertained, I usually enjoy them.
are you not entertained?
I was not entertained. I was looking at my watch a few times.
I did that
Where's your
too.
thumb?
I was like, fuck, how much longer is this movie, dude?
Oh, that's always a really bad sign
God,
when
yeah.
you look at your watch
Yeah.
Yeah.
during a movie, like to try to figure out where you are.
Did you at
Like I
least
said, I thought it was a 3-hour long movie. It felt like it.
How long was it?
It's 2 hours.
you get your money's worth?
Feels longer?
It feels longer. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Good
that's
point.
how that
Yeah,
works.
no, it was. I had a ton of fun making fun of it afterwards. I saw it with a few friends and we went back to his apartment and just continued to drink and like shit all over the movie. I'd never seen Batman versus Superman, but my buddy Mitch came over. He's like, "Oh, we have to watch these 2 scenes," and watching it, I was like, "This seems like cinematic mastery compared to what I just watched." Man, it was.
Honestly, I'm gonna
Yeah.
say it. Batman versus Superman was
You thought it was better?
way better than this movie.
Oh wow!
And I didn't
I've
really-
I've heard nothing but bad stuff about it.
I don't know that I'm gonna watch any DC movies. I never saw not the original Superman, but the one they did a couple years ago, Man of Steel.
I thought
never
it was
saw
okay.
that. I have
that
not
was
seen.
the most I ever cared about Superman.
Yeah,
I've
I
not.
just-
I
They
mean,
don't
Was
interest
Man of
me.
Steel the most recent one, or was that
No.
Superman Returns? Okay, Man of Steel was the
so
other
Superman
one.
Returns, and then they were like, let's not do that anymore. And then Man of Steel came
Okay,
out.
that's what they were showing at the office I went to. They're showing Man of Steel.
Oh, okay.
And then Batman BV Soups.
BB Soups.
Soups?
Yeah. I just don't have an interest in any of those movies. Man.
So far, Man of Steel is the best one that they've
Marvel
made since-
Marvel hit it for me, and the previous Batman movies hit it for me too. But I just like
I liked fucking Batman Forever more than Suicide Squad.
Batman Forever. Is that the George Clooney, Arnold Schwarzenegger one?
I believe, or no, that's Batman and Robin. I think Batman
Yeah.
and Robin is.
did he have
almost-
nipples? Did
There
he
were
have
a
bad
couple.
nipples?
I
There were a
know-
couple
I know
bad
Clooney's
nipples.
had nipples.
Yeah.
You go, Clooney definitely has nipples. There's no
Remember
question
the
there.
one with Schwarzenegger, I saw
That's
that.
yeah, Batman and Robin with Uma Thurman. It's like they were like doing a callback to like the '60s show, weren't they? Wasn't that the thing?
I saw that in the theater when it came out, and I remember being really annoyed because Arnold Schwarzenegger plays Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
And like, there are many scenes where you see the icicles, like flopping because they're obviously like plastic or rubber. It's like, come on, it's so distracting. It's all I can look at on
they
screen
have
now.
cartoony banana peel slips in that show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But Robin fights rave racers. That was cool. Remember that part?
I do not remember.
I
I do
love
not remember
Tron.
much about that movie.
man.
Something has happened to me to make my memory not that great.
What?
I've got something else I need to read here.
Drugs, please.
I want to remind everyone this episode of Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the cost. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings directly to the consumer. Casper's mattress is an obsessively engineered mattress at a very fair price. Casper combines 2 technologies, springy latex foam and supportive memory foam, to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. The breathable design sleeps cool to help you regulate your temperature through the night. I've got a Casper mattress. I've talked about it many times. I love that thing. You can buy it easily online, and it's completely risk-free. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that in all reality you spend a third of your life on. Casper offers free delivery and painless returns with a 100-day period, so you don't have to lie down in a showroom. Casper offers free shipping and returns to the U.S. and Canada. Get a Casper mattress for $500 for a twin or $950 for a king-size mattress. Compared to industry averages, that's an outstanding price point, and you can save an additional $50 towards a mattress purchase by going to casper.com/RT and entering promo code RT. See, they made it easy for you. It's casper.com/RT. Promo code RT. It's so short. Terms and conditions apply. Great mattress. You're going to sleep. I know you're going to sleep. Get it. Why
So
not?
what do you think Russia Today is going to use for their link?
Oh, I get it.
Wah, wah.
Russia Today, probably. They'll have to spell it out now.
Jerks. So, speaking of movies,
Ooh,
I
what?
did go to the theater. I did see a movie this weekend. Very rare for me to
matinee.
to go out
And
and
you
see a movie.
enjoyed it.
And I
you see?
enjoyed it. I saw Don't Think Twice.
I keep hearing nothing but good stuff about that movie.
I
It
also
was
saw
it was
this movie.
really really good.
I saw
it so
3
bad.
movies this weekend.
Jesus shit.
Yeah. Well, Aaron's in Europe for 2 weeks,
Oh.
so I got
Hey, Mons, what did you do this
What was the
weekend?
other one you saw?
Bad Moms,
Oh.
which was just
Yeah.
it was fine.
I've heard nothing about the movie you're talking about, Gus. What
Don't
is
Think
it?
Twice. It's essentially a movie about a group of improv comics who live together, do improv, and a show like SNL comes along and then is scouting them. And so it's like, how do they deal with some members of the group potentially achieving success
Right.
and then others not?
That sounds really awesome.
moving
It's
up.
very much a dramedy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it's got some comedic actors in it, but it's really like heavy on the drama
Yeah,
side.
I hear it's like real life kind of situation and story and
That sounds really cool.
pretty
Absolutely.
realistic.
And everyone in it's really great.
Yeah.
The casting, I think, was
I had
like,
no
spot
problem
on.
with any of the characters.
Me neither.
Yeah, there's definitely some like uncomfortable moments and some like some dark comedy. But yeah,
I was sitting next to Bethany, and there were so many moments where she was going, "Oh no, oh no."
yeah, it's,
I did the same thing in Suicide Squad.
but then there's also those moments like where you're like, oh no, and then you're laughing at the same time. Like that's
Yeah.
so awful.
Oh shit! I need
Yeah.
to watch this movie now.
It's pretty good.
I think you would enjoy it.
I too also don't go to the movie theater very often. So
Me neither. I haven't seen a movie in months, and then I saw 3 in a
yeah,
weekend.
the last movie I saw was Swiss Army Man before this, and that
How
was like
was that?
a
I was
month ago.
super interested in that, but I don't go to the movies
Let
very
me
frequently
circle
either.
back to Swiss Army Man in
All
just
right.
a minute.
All right.
okay.
So
Oh, boy.
after Swiss Army Man, I had a tweet that was like my one emoji review of Swiss Army Man. Then I
Was it
like
the shruggy?
it was the
I've heard it's good, and then the last 20 minutes are like, what?
I'm gonna get to that.
Did you?
So then after
God. We have to talk
watching
about
Don't Think Twice, I did a 2 emoji review.
Yeah.
And it was
Ooh.
like the laughing face and then like the awkward
Yeah.
sweat face. And Mike Birbiglia, who wrote and directed the movie and is in it, he liked it.
What?
And then he started following me on Twitter.
What?
Oh,
Dude, I love him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
tweet
really
him
funny.
now too.
I won't because he won't notice.
But yeah,
Fucking try hard, Barbara.
it's really good.
kidding.
Yeah, no, like I said, Mike Birbiglia wrote and directed. So if you're familiar with this
Oh
comedy,
no,
you know, like
that's all. If you just said that at the
Mike
beginning,
Birbiglia.
yeah, I
and,
fucking
he's
love
one
him.
of the improv
Really? Okay.
actors, like one of the
Yeah.
main characters.
He's one of my favorite
He
stand-up
plays a
comedians.
character
fucking
named
fantastic.
Miles.
I'm Miles.
I'm Mike Birbiglia.
I'm Mike Birbiglia.
Look at me. I'm the Mike Birbiglia. Okay, so anyway, Don't Think Twice. Great movie. Go see it.
Okay.
Swiss
Don't
Army
think
Man.
twice about seeing it.
Yeah, do think twice about Suicide Squad. Please continue.
Swiss Army Man. I'm glad I watched it.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't know that I would ever watch it again.
That's fine.
There's
Well, too bad, because let's put it on now.
There's a moment in that movie where one character is like, it's like a really close-up shot on that character's face, and that character just looks at camera and goes, "What the fuck?" That sums up the movie.
All right.
It's like
I feel like you could get that from watching the trailer, though.
I don't know.
wild.
Like there's a lot of ambiguity in the movie, like as
Okay.
to
What's real and
what's
not.
real,
Right.
What's real, what's imagined, what's insanity, and like,
Yeah.
is there a combination of the three? Like, you don't know. And
Because
maybe
it's about
that's
a guy
kind
who's stranded on a desert island, right?
yes, and maybe that's kind of the thing.
And
It's
then
like
Harry Potter shows up.
You're in that character's head as well, and you can't make those distinctions.
Right.
But yeah, it's
The first time I watched
It's
that trailer,
weird.
I was upset that movie got made.
What?
Well, it's just like it's so fucking ridiculous. I'm not upset. I'm
It's-
just
you know,
like,
See, I was actually really happy when I saw the trailer because I was like, that's one of the strangest things I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah.
It's not a reboot of something. It's not a franchise. It's just like, we're going to do something fucking weird that probably not everyone's going to like.
yeah.
Come see it if you want. Shit's wild.
I guess-
what the fuck? And I was like, cool. Good on you guys.
My
for
first
just
impression
doing
was
that.
like, I wonder if they just made this weird to be weird.
That's how I feel about being a puppy cat.
I
I'll say
don't-
it.
I can say it.
I do not think that is the case with Swiss
Okay.
Army Man. I will give it that. I do not think it's weird for the sake of being weird. Swiss Army Man, by the way, on Rotten Tomatoes, 65%. Don't Think Twice, 99%.
Wow.
Yeah. It was 100
Really?
when I
I
went to
mean,
see
I
Suicide.
enjoyed it. It's not like the greatest film I've ever seen.
It's interesting because I think
Does it
that
set out
it's,
to do what it does
It's
wants
not a movie that I think would ever have wide appeal.
True.
So, first of all, I'm amazed that the movie got made. I think it must have been a passion project, not only for like Mike Birbiglia and the actors, but probably for the people who financed that movie. Because I don't see financing that movie and be like, yes, I'm going to make all my money back. Like, no,
They just like I have money and I want to see this movie made.
right. Like
I want to watch this
right,
movie.
Like this is a
That's
story
awesome.
that should be told.
That's really
And
That's good.
So I think there's a lot of passion behind that.
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man. It's got Daniel Radcliffe.
Do you think he just paid for it out of pocket with that Harry Potter money?
I heard Daniel Radcliffe was so excited about his character that like they had a body double for like
Yeah.
when he farts and shit. And he was like, "No, I want to do that. Let me do that. Let me do that."
This is a weird thing to say.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay.
Maybe they should have used the body double a little more. Not that Daniel Radcliffe was bad. It's just that, like, going back to the whole thing I said about the movie, like not knowing if what's real, what's
Sure.
insanity, what's
Now I
imagined.
have
Like
to see this.
maybe like a fake mannequin would have made sense sometimes,
Okay.
and not an actual
But they
person.
said a body double, not.
No,
No,
it's,
no,
a,
mannequin.
it's a
I
mannequin.
misspoke.
It's a farting
Okay.
mannequin.
Okay.
Does it fart?
Yes.
That's oh my god. I kind of. Oh man, that's gonna go on auction somewhere. Like that's gotta get
I
sold.
assume Daniel
Oh,
Radcliffe
man.
kept it.
Oh man, let's try and buy it from him.
Yeah, right. You know,
Well, it'll be our new
okay.
Gus
Fifth seat.
out.
Fifth seat.
Yeah, we'll be like Dude Soup. Well, except it'll be Daniel Radcliffe's dead corpse.
Yeah.
Dead corpse.
Still
Wait,
kind of
what
a
does
sex
Dude
doll.
Soup do?
They have an inflatable
right.
sex toy, sex doll.
Sexual surrogate.
There you go.
I see.
Yeah. Vaginal surrogate.
Seeing Don't Think Twice though made me kind of want to try improv someday.
I would
I
love
don't
to
know
take
why.
improv
I feel
classes.
like it should do the opposite.
Did none of you work here when we did
I
improv
did.
classes?
I was
Yeah.
an intern.
Oh.
You all
You
got
watched us.
everybody went into the studio to go do the improv classes, and I sorted files and heard the laughter on the other
Yeah.
side.
By
of the
everybody,
wall.
you mean all 12 of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a simpler time.
I'm guessing you did not enjoy that.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
It was really
Carrot's
interesting.
a funny
I
guy.
think it
I
was
feel like you
really.
would hate improv.
I think it was honestly really helpful.
It was, yeah.
Like you think about improv and it seems like something that's very intimidating, right? Like not knowing and having to be in the moment. And I think after having gone through the classes, like you learn, and it's like Don't Think Twice starts with like 3 tenets of improv. Like,
Which we've all heard.
yeah,
but-
like to say yes and I forget what the second one they say is, and then it's don't think about it.
Yeah.
Well, don't think about it, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think like
Think about it.
Something
once-
like get out of your own head or something. Or?
Yeah, like if you practice enough and you realize, like, do the yes and don't focus on the things you don't know, focus on the things you know. Like there's like a lot of things that we practice doing that
Yeah.
were really helpful, and I think I still think about to this. It's been forever. It's been a long time since we did that. Like 5 years ago,
Jesus Christ.
maybe
yeah.
longer.
I mean, I started 5 years ago and it was before me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was scary because I'd not been there for very long.
Yeah.
So having to do improv in front of these guys after being a fan for so long was really fun.
Not that we had done improv, and not that we're any good at it. Still,
But
to
no,
this
you guys
day.
are still fucking hilarious though, and you've
Was
been around.
anybody-
Being on the podcast for a long time, I was scared to be on this podcast. I was like, "There's Gavin and Bernie and Gus, and these are like some of the funniest people I've ever met." Fuck.
You have not met some funny people.
No, I know the Funhouse guys.
Yeah, hey. Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Who do they know?
Was there anybody?
The Game Grumps.
Was there anybody who did improv that day who like really didn't fucking want to do it? That you won't be outing or anything.
No, we did like multiple days. Like I think maybe like
It was several weeks worth.
it was, yeah. Like I
really?
think maybe
Yeah.
like the first day people were just like, "Oh, I've got to stop working." But I mean, like everybody seemed to be pretty into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of knowing funny people, our editorial department in animation is filled with some of the funniest people that I have ever met.
Some of my funniest nights here have been us trying to like finish the episode before it comes out. So we're here like late the day before, and just like because it's like, all right, this one shot's fucked up, get the shot in, and okay, 30-minute render. So then we just sit around and like fucking dick around.
Yeah.
They're oh my fucking god, they're so
So
funny.
it's Connor, Richard, Stan, Cole.
Richard Nixon. Yeah,
Yeah, his name's not Richard Nixon.
it's absolutely Richard Nixon.
Day one, we started calling him Richard Nixon though, and he was like, "I guess I'm Richard Nixon now."
You should start calling him Millhouse.
So Ethan, who also helps out on Machinima, has these characters that he likes to come up with that are very oddly specific, and yet you feel like you've met them before.
Yeah.
The best one, I personally think, is the guy that says he doesn't want to be tickled, but like really wants to be tickled.
Yeah.
That's a very oddly specific
know,
character.
right,
So
guys?
specific.
But I feel like we've all
seriously,
met
though,
someone like
but
that before.
But
But
like
like you have
really
a
though,
bit around it.
But
oh no, because essentially all you have to do is start laughing and go, yeah, but like don't tickle me though. Like that would be crazy. Like Carrie, don't. Okay, I'm serious.
But there's another character that he always just heard the word "but." So
What does that mean?
so you know
like, but.
So like, yeah, but what are you talking about, Carrie?
what? What do you mean? What am I talking about? I don't know.
You fucking no. I was trying to set you up for
Oh,
it.
so sorry.
It's the
I
guy that
didn't know
goes
about-
essentially. If anybody's having a conversation, it's a guy that thinks the word "but" is hilarious, like a 5-year-old. So he'll be like, "Carrie, did you just say but?" Oh my God. Like who's just like completely freaked out by it. Like I don't know. We have spent way too many
lot
late
of
nights with
hours.
them, and then the past 4 days we were on a writer's retreat to try and fucking catch up with movie scripts. And I think Stacy wants to kill us now.
I'm pretty sure she absolutely does.
Oh, we're
from
at
us-
your house?
Yeah,
for some of it, yeah.
For half of it, we were in his apartment.
Yeah.
And we'd be like, Stacy! What? Whatever you do, don't tickle me. I hate you.
And she would say that, and then just the other person would go, wait a minute, did you just say but?
Oh my God, I think she said but. She's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's
She doesn't come
babysitting
back
you
yet.
guys.
But
I was gonna say, speaking of gone, guess what happened for the second time in 4 months to me?
Oh no, are we talking? Oh,
My bike got stolen
Oh,
again.
was it stolen
live?
from here or where you
No,
live?
from my apartment.
Oh, okay.
So no, the apartment complex totally fucking nice.
Apparently not.
apparently, yeah.
Well,
Filled with bike thieves.
yeah, it's a nice community for bike thieves.
I think it's Miles.
I think it might be. Your legs are looking really nice lately.
They are actually. You lost weight.
So
I keep fluctuating. I've lost and gained 10 pounds like back and forth
Well,
for
you
like
look
months
good.
now. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you've been biking.
All right,
So I want to get back to this bike thing for a
that's
second.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Did you where is it stolen from? Are you locking your bike? Do you own a lock?
So here's the thing. It's funny how many people ask me on Twitter. I say, "Oh, my bike was stolen." They go, "Did you lock it?" It's like,
I got so angry for you.
I was originally locked up under the stairs to my apartment, and it was attached with a bike lock.
Under the stair. Okay, I see.
Yeah, it was attached to a bike lock to a railing that goes under the stairs.
Okay.
It was just a cable lock, so it wasn't very good. Somebody like 4 months ago at like 11 o'clock at night cut it and ran off with it. Didn't hear it. Didn't know anything. Just
How do
woke
you
up
know
the
it
next
was 11
day.
o'clock?
Around 11 o'clock. I don't know. My dog started barking, so I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but I didn't know for sure.
Yeah, Charlie's an asshole. He barks
He
at
is, yeah.
everything.
He's a fucking cunt.
He's a fucking
whatever.
cunt.
Charlie.
So then 2 nights ago.
Did
so
you
then
say Charlie bit my finger?
No, I should. No, so like 2 nights ago, I now have moved it. I bought a new bike, the same bike, brought it onto my patio instead, and locked it with a U-lock. So I locked it to the railing of my patio. 5 in the morning, I get woken up because I hear a noise. They didn't cut the lock; they cut the railing to my apartment, to the patio, so they could just take the lock off and take the whole bike.
Did they make like one cut or two cuts?
One cut?
Wait,
Yeah, they
this
snip-
might be a personal question. Do you live on the first floor?
Yeah, he does.
Okay,
Yeah.
but still, like,
Yeah, they
someone's
cut.
stealing your
They
bike
cut,
off
bent
your
it, and-
fucking patio?
Yeah, they didn't even bend it. They just fucking like
You see,
ripped it out.
where the bars meet along the rail. It's
It's
just
like-
clink,
Yeah,
just like that.
fucked up.
You should file a police report.
I'm gonna. In Austin, you're not gonna get a bike back.
Yeah.
You might.
You don't know.
may as well-
I mean,
plus-
you should still do it,
I'm
but
going
the
to,
chances are probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's also like they damaged
Your
property.
apartment?
Yeah, they have now. Yeah.
So that's kind of like you should tell the apartment
Yeah,
they
he
should
did.
file
I
I
something.
just don't know why people have to do.
I
I
had a
felt
bike.
so bad because like you getting a bike, both times it happened brought you so much joy,
I fucking love riding a bike.
and it has been taken from you.
I'm just not. I just realized I can't own a bike.
Who did
Until
you piss
you're like,
off?
I'm just not buying a fucking bike until I get my own fucking
Just get
house.
rollerblades.
Yeah.
Keep it inside.
Just
Yeah.
get rollerblades.
I had a bike stolen from me when I was in first grade.
Oh, no.
I lived in an apartment complex, and the apartments had like wooden fences and gates on the front, but it was like
Okay.
tall fences. Like I don't know, I was a kid, so I couldn't tell. Like maybe like 6 feet tall. Like you couldn't look over
It
it.
was actually like 4 feet tall. It was a tiny gust. Like
And I remember. I would leave my bike there, like in that little courtyard area
Yeah.
that was protected by the gate and the fence. And one morning I walked out, and my bike was gone. I was like, "Oh, I should have been locking it." Right? It's like that total like I'm an idiot. Like there's the gate's closed, but
Yeah.
someone just has to open it.
so they took your bike that day, but they gave you a life lesson.
They did. They gave me
Yeah.
a great life lessons, and then I didn't have a bike again for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, they gave me a life lesson too, which is even if you lock a bike, fuck you. That's a lesson that I learned.
Why don't you just keep it in your apartment?
There's
His
not
apartment's
enough
already
space.
cramped.
You wake
Yeah,
up and
it's
they
bulky.
stole your
You
apartment.
You got 4
Yeah.
people living in your apartment. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's and you have a
So-
lot of toys.
Now I'm looking to get a
Well,
house.
just have Stacy sleep on the balcony.
Yeah.
Put the bed.
But then they'll steal her. I'll have to lock her to the balcony.
Just
Yeah.
lock her to the
do
bike.
you like
Yeah.
do you like
Oh.
Jabba the Hutt kind
Yeah.
of style?
Jesus
Chain-
Christ.
Someone had a really good idea. I don't know. Well, this is okay. Let me rephrase. This is not a good idea. Don't do this. But the first person, or like one of the first people that tweeted back at me, were like, "Just buy a new bike, but attach a battery to it,
A car battery.
a car battery, so that when they grab it, they shock themselves."
It's like Home
Yeah.
Alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dude, just put a bunch of marbles all over your patio.
Yeah,
like
put, like,
hide a
black
tarantula in the
cars.
sea.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah, totally. It'll totally make sense. Yeah.
You should get a security camera or something.
It makes me think of there's an episode of
giving
the
Get,
up.
get a fake bike. Put it on your balcony again.
Yeah.
Hook up a security camera.
Yeah.
Bust them.
Yeah.
Catch that thief. Then put a bear
Yeah.
trap right next
And then
to
put an anvil above it, like on a
Ooh, yeah,
rope.
yeah,
on like
yeah.
just like a one rope that just like snaps.
Yeah, exactly.
There's an old episode of The Simpsons where like everyone in town is like looting and there's like rioting going on, and Homer sets up like this makeshift alarm on the front door, and you can't really tell what it is, but it's like there's a rope tied to the door handle and it goes up, and there's an alarm clock over like a fishbowl, and then like you see like the handle of the door jiggling, and then Marge is like, I think someone's trying to break in. Homer goes, just watch the fish. Watch the fish. And then like a hand reaches in through the mail slot and just steals the fish. So you set up all these crazy things. It's like, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't mean anything.
It just made my day.
I love that episode.
So don't buy bikes. Because
At least not in Austin.
they
Don't
only
buy bikes.
bring.
Don't see Suicide Squad.
Just
Yeah.
steal bikes.
There you go.
Don't compete in the Olympics.
Maybe I've got something
Unless you're
backwards.
Justin
Maybe
Bieber.
people don't own bikes. They're just you just rent them
You
with,
steal
with no
them.
contract.
Ooh,
and you
bikes
go give
belong
them
to
back.
the universe.
Exactly.
You should steal a bike back.
There you go.
You are owed 2 bikes by the
I
universe.
was walking-
If you steal 1 bike, you're still okay.
Yeah.
Karmically,
Yeah.
you're ahead.
What if the person who stole the second bike is future Carrie?
I'm just tired of the old Carrie shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's just like, I'm gonna get my bike back.
Yeah.
You'll be like Flash in Batman vs Superman. That was the one scene that I watched, and I was like, I can't believe they put that in this movie.
I haven't seen the movie.
They're doing some Flashpoint shit. I was like, oh, that's bold. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. I
In
won't
the
get
first movie, Jesus.
Yeah, it's
Sheesh.
like they're trying to set up like Batman's hate for Superman, which like they do a really good. Again, I only saw like 3 scenes of this movie while drunk after watching Suicide Squad. But like Bruce Wayne running in to save people in Metropolis, I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. But then it's like he has a dream sequence, which they do not set up as a dream sequence very well at all. It cuts
yeah.
from like present day to then Batmax. Like Australian wasteland. He's in the bat like suit, but then also wearing a trench coat over it and has like double Uzis and shit and fights bat
What?
demons from the heavens and Superman's evil.
What?
And then like they
Oh,
just
you said
cuts,
it-
it
you
just
said
cuts to that.
It is a dream sequence.
It is a dream sequence.
Oh,
But they
okay.
just cut from a scene with Lex Luthor being like,
not a dream
and then they
sequence,
cut
yeah.
to the dream sequence, and then like Batfleck, whatever people are calling him, wakes up.
He's called
and then
Batman.
fucking the Flash is just like terror in time. He's like, oh, you were always right about him, Bruce. You gotta stop it. Ah! And I was like, whoa, they're going there right out the gate,
name
huh?
is, Ben
Alrighty
Batman.
then. Alrighty then.
I like that we're having an entirely side conversation. I make one joke. He's explaining. He's doing a whole thing. The whole time you're just, I'm gonna make a joke. It's just the wheels are turning.
Oh shit.
It came back.
Does No Man's Sky come out this week?
Comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
You gonna get it?
Unless
day
it's
one?
on PC. Then on PC it comes out on Friday.
Yeah, because PC.
Right.
Yeah, it's second class citizens.
I don't get it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the soundtrack. That's cool. So I mean, obviously the game must be great.
Isn't it? So I've lightly been following it. I'm trying not to let myself get excited for movies and games anymore.
Why?
Yes, embrace the old man inside of you.
Because I found going in with lower First off, not knowing as much about a movie is great. I
Yes.
saw Cabin in the Woods with
a good movie.
no lead up. I saw
Oh,
it at
yeah.
Button-Umathon months before it came out. And I was like, the only lead up I got was Harry Knowles was like, you think you're going to know what this movie is and you're wrong. And then he's like, just roll it. And that was one of the best movie experiences I've ever had in my life. So that's cool. Like I try to avoid the Star Wars trailers because I didn't want to know stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to see a world where we only do teaser trailers.
Yeah, like if
It's
I
just
know
like-
I'm gonna go see it, or if I know I'm gonna buy it, I'll go. Yeah, I don't need to watch anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll let my excitement get the better of me because I want to see it.
Yeah.
But I try to avoid that stuff. So that's what I've been doing with No Man's Sky. I understand it's like hype for this thing is through the roof to the point where it's now the hype for it is starting to like crumble back under itself because now people are saying like,
that
oh,
happened a
let's
couple
do
months
it.
ago.
Let
yeah.
me read this, and then we'll talk about No Man's Sky.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited for this.
Want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is also brought to you by Trunk Club. Shopping is frustrating. Wandering from store to store only to find clothes that are ill-fitting or not what you're looking for? Skip it all with Trunk Club. With Trunk Club, you don't ever have to set foot in a store and you get your very own stylist for free. Make it easy to look your best in clothes that fit you perfectly, handpicked by your own personal stylist. Go to trunkclub.com/roosterteeth, type in your measurements, share your likes and dislikes, and you get your very own personal stylist. They'll pick your clothes from over 80 top brands and ship them right to your door. Keep what you like, send back what you don't. Make a statement of the next big event on your calendar with a look that's handpicked just for you and your style. Get started today at trunkclub.com/roosterteeth. That's trunkclub.com/roosterteeth. And contrary to what the copy says, it doesn't just have to be for a special event on your calendar. You could just get new clothes and just look better.
You know, special event is Thursday. Just
And
because.
anyways, No
Just
Man's
because.
Sky's coming out tomorrow?
Yeah, pop that bow tie on.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I've said this before. Just try it with it. Trunkclub.com/roosterteeth. Doesn't cost anything. Just have them send you some clothes and try them on. Just see if there's something you like. I mean, I've done that so many times with that service. Great service. Anyway, like I said, No Man's Sky comes out tomorrow. So there was a lot of controversy recently about this game, right? Because that dude got a copy of the game early and streamed a lot of it, posted a lot of videos, and apparently like posted that one exploit that he said, oh, you can then reach the center of the universe like in 12 hours.
And is that?
Oh no,
that's-
did they
that-
show it?
Yeah, he showed it.
That's the goal of the game, right? Is to get to the center of the
Kinda,
universe.
yeah.
But it's also like
Theoretically.
Minecraft in that the goal could be whatever the fuck you want it to
Yeah.
be.
All of that being said, all this time the developers kept saying, take it with a grain of salt. The day one patch is going to change a lot of things.
Yeah.
The day one patch hit today and apparently changed everything.
Yeah, it was
and the patch notes are filled with spoilers, they say.
Oh no.
So I have not read the patch notes, so I can't tell you exactly
I
what the
read like
changes
a
are.
brief version of it that I don't think had spoilers or I just missed them, and it was like, I guess as a person who does not read patch notes all the time, especially for day one stuff, it seemed like more day one stuff than I've ever seen before.
People seem very happy. Even people who were upset
Yeah.
with the direction of No Man's Sky and what was happening with it. Everyone seems universally very happy about this day one patch.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I didn't see spoilers. I did see they hinted at some other stuff that they were going to add to the game. Do you consider that spoiler?
I don't know.
It was like
I really don't,
it was like adding like bases and that kind of stuff. Like it definitely seems like they're still going to support the game, which is really cool.
Do you
Have you
think
guys checked out? Oh, go ahead.
people aren't getting as hyped for games as you used to just because there's so much now? Like as a kid,
I am.
I feel like there was something like less often, like once every year or 6 months or something. And now
Yeah.
it's like, I remember when Overwatch was like, everyone was fucking foaming at the mouth for that game. And now,
I am too. Yeah.
No
Lucio
Man's Sky
Ball.
is coming out and people are freaking
Yeah,
out.
I like it.
Every time, by the way, anybody references Lucille Ball, I think they're talking about I Love Lucy.
you see, they fixed that statue.
What?
The Scary Lucy statue. Remember that?
No.
No.
The fuck you talking
I
about?
never saw that.
Can you all in the control room? Can you all look up Scary Lucy's statue?
Was this part of the beta? I wasn't
They
cool
made
Lucille Ball
and I
statue?
guess her hometown. They made a statue in her memory.
Oh boy.
And when they unveiled it, everyone hated it.
Oh shit.
Because of the way her face looked, and they called it Scary Lucy. I guess last week they finally redid the statue and redid the face.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus Christ!
It
All
reminds.
right, on the right is Lucille Ball. On the left is that dummy from that one Goosebumps book.
Yes.
That's what that fucking is.
Yes.
It makes me think.
Holy
It makes me think
Christ.
of when that woman tried to fix that painting of Jesus in the church in
He
Spain.
looks like a fucking monkey. Yeah. Oh my.
It
oh
looks
my
like
god.
one-
that version of the statue, but melted.
Oh,
Yeah.
It looks like a mobster. What the holy fuck?
No, it's someone else wearing Lucille Ball's face. That's
Oh.
what it is.
Wait, it's like completely different though.
That's
Like they changed the jacket and the pearls
Wow,
and
yeah.
everything.
So they just made a new statue. That's cool.
Essentially,
It's
yeah.
just a completely new statue.
What's funny is if you had shown me the new one first, and I would have gone like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
It's still not great. Let's be honest.
Statues
are
It's
hard.
hard to do a statue of a human being.
If I were ever
No, you
to
just
do
you dig
anything
them up
worth,
and encase them.
if I were to ever accomplish anything worth having a statue made of me, I would not want to be like me at the end of my line when I'm like some like old dude that looks cool or whatever. I'd want it to be like me when I was 16 in like cargo shorts and like a shitty T-shirt with a Game Boy.
I want to be inside the statue.
Okay, deal. If a statue ever gets made of me, I will insist that a small Carrie also be put inside of me.
I thought
No.
you meant a statue of Carrie fucking your statue.
Oh, is that what you want?
Both of these are great. No, I meant that I literally want my body
Dipped in bronze.
Yeah,
I
dipped
got
in
you, that's
bronze.
what I
Yeah,
thought.
But then molded around you to look like Miles?
Or just me.
He said a statue of him.
Yeah, I just want a statue of me. I don't fuck Miles.
Oh, I thought you were saying. Okay, I understand now. I understand.
I'll be next to 16-year-old you, and they'll just think like, why did they make a statue of the pedophile? Like,
Yeah, Nambla will take the statue, and then they'll use it for themselves.
No. Look, you see a statue of George Washington, you're like, that guy's not relatable. He had wood teeth. But if you see a statue of like some shithead teenager, you'll be like, maybe I can get a statue made of me someday.
I like to think that even his statues had wood teeth. in
Oh,
them.
absolutely. That's George Law.
Yeah,
that
George
needs
Law.
to be a thing. Yeah, that's in the Constitution. Learn something today, okay?
I did.
Learn.
We learned two things that were in the Constitution. You can use your phone anywhere, and
Yeah, exactly.
Even the statues.
They can't tell me what to do.
Except at that government office.
Has anybody played
That's
is
a
it
task,
Abzu?
actually. I've
Whoa,
heard
what?
about it. Abzu.
Abzu.
That's the art director of Journey.
Isn't
I
that a
believe so.
character
So?
in Aladdin?
That's
That's
Abu.
Abu. Prince Ali.
Okay. Anyways,
I have not. Did you?
No, but it looks interesting. I'm a guy that has a very short attention span, and it's so
What?
this is going to be something I was going to say about you.
was that
Wow,
a bit?
that was-
Yeah,
was that a bit?
perfect.
That actually was
that was right on.
So I have a short attention span. Anyways, as I was saying before about that other thing.
Yeah, 7 minutes ago.
embarrassed. You were saying video games don't seem as important
back to
nowadays
us.
because they happen so frequently or whatever. What I was going to say is I haven't necessarily suffered from that, but I've suffered from like immediate game fatigue. Like I'll buy a new game, I'll play it for X many hours, and then I'll go, oh, what's this new thing? And I'll play that instead. Because it used to be, like you said, you'd save up, you get a game like once, maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
But now it's like I have disposable income, I just don't have time.
Yeah.
That's why I always default back to platformers and shooters, because that's just like,
My problem is that I have not played a game since Overwatch that is as fun as Overwatch.
It's really fun.
Like I'm not even trying to be a jerk.
I
Like,
love
I just
Doom.
like I fucking
Doom
is
the new
great.
Doom is
Okay.
fucking great.
I want to talk about.
this No Man's
I know that's
Abzu.
Abzu. I've got a problem with Lucio Ball.
Okay.
Lucille Ball.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you say Lucial?
Wait,
Lucio,
Lucio Ball as in the
Ball,
game type in Overwatch? And
Okay.
not the
I'm gonna talk to camera for a
statue?
second.
Ooh.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
If you play the Lucio Ball, God damn it.
Yeah, that's all I
you
hear.
play that game type
Involving
in
Lucio and
Overwatch,
balls.
and you spawn in the goal, you're the fucking goalie. That's it. There's no two ways about it. Don't leave the fucking goal. That is your home. Jesus Christ,
It's
man.
awful.
It's like anytime I start a game now, it's like first thing I do, look back. Is he staying? Okay, yeah, go. Or it's like look back. He's gone. All right, I gotta be goalie now.
So
Jesus,
I'm gonna make you angry at me, which is something I never want to do. I played it for the first time last night. I had not played it yet. My second game in, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I spawned in the goal. And I just hear somebody go, I guess I'll be goalie since you won't. And I was like, oh, I think I did something wrong. We won though, so fuck them.
I won a game the other day. It was 6-0, and I scored 3 of the goals.
Dude.
Like that's top of the roller coaster. Like
Yeah.
feeling awesome. And then I got put into a game with someone who swapped and became Junkrat.
What?
And another person who
Yep.
was trying to score goals against our own team.
I
So it was me and Junkrat against 4 people, essentially.
it was
Did
me.
he shoot?
Yeah.
I was playing with Nixon the other night. Some fucking bitch spawns as Farah. Guess what? There's really no place you can hide when justice reigns from above,
There's
Carrie.
not.
You're kind of just fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How did they do that?
Apparently if you just spam the H key at the start of the match,
You can
just
get in.
You
Yeah.
can just break it.
Jesus.
Yup.
I know I'm doing it tonight.
Fuck you.
I'm still gonna pick Lucio though.
I did it. Screenshot. But I'm not a madman.
It's fun, but yeah, they need to fix that shit.
Be someone uses like mercy.
No, I can just jump over there.
And then the other,
that's
and then
true,
the
that's
other day I was playing a fucking competitive game. It was a pickup
Oh,
game.
dude, what's your rank?
With randoms. I'll get to that in a second. I was playing a pickup game, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna be Mercy. So it was like one of those things where my ultimate was up, but there was never really a good time to use it, right?
Right.
Like it was like, okay, one dude's down, but he's just DPS. Oh, like I don't know, like the tank's down, but there's really nobody else around. Like I'm gonna fall back, and then
Right.
like between rounds, my teammates are like, hey, you can use your ultimate if you want. I'm like, fuck you.
Of course, yeah.
Penny
you.
Arcade did a great.
I
bit
know
on
what I'm
that.
doing.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There was no opportunity. There was no good opportunity. It would have been a waste any time for me to use it.
Every time I play, and I love playing support characters. Like whenever I'm playing Mercy, there's a great Penny Arcade bit where they're playing as Reaper Mercy, and Reaper goes down. He's like, "Oh, res me," and Mercy goes, "Please," as if I'm going to waste my holy gift of life on one person. The next time someone dies, then I'll use my ult, and then she gets shot through the head. I'm like, "Yep, that's pretty much my experience playing Mercy."
Yeah, you got to. It's a careful dance of not overextending. You got to be close to the front line,
Yeah.
but still behind the
I
front line.
can't stand people that play Ana as if she's solely an offensive character. It's like, I get it. Look, just play Black fucking Widow or whatever the fuck her name, Widowmaker.
Widowmaker.
Scarlett
I'm
Johansson.
still doing
I call
that.
her
I'm
Black Widow
still
all the
doing that.
time.
Yeah. It just
I
bugs the shit
didn't do it
out of me.
until
I
somebody
love
else
playing
did
Ana.
it, and now that's all I can do.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Is
I
it
fucked
you?
Gray too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he calls her Black Widow.
I
all the time.
try to just call her Scarlett Johansson now. Instead. It's easier.
Scarjo.
Yeah, Scarjo.
ScarJo.
Yeah.
Look. Just embrace your inner junk person and play Junkrat all the time.
Junkrat's awesome.
He's great.
Junkrat is great on offense.
Everything
Junkrat
he does
is great on
kills
defense.
people.
That was a great video.
That's a great video. Search
Yeah.
why Junkrat is the best character. That's not what it's called.
They'll
but
probably
it's,
find it.
That's why I
it's-
started playing Junkrat. I'd never played Junkrat
That's
before.
why I started playing him too.
I saw that video. I was like, okay, I'll play Junkrat.
Everything he does kills people. Dying kills people. It's
Do you
great.
do you have like a specific tag you use like per character, or do you have like one across the board?
Specific per character.
It's
He drops
okay.
grenades when he dies.
I have one tag I use across the board. It's the kid with the cast on his arm.
yeah.
I always just like run up to the wall and I put it as high as I can, and I just spam the chat. Do it for him. It's all for him.
It's fucking great.
I do that, and I also try and find places where there's like plants, because then when you put it on the plants, his face gets all fucked up.
Oh my god.
I fucking love that guy.
It's a fun game, man.
So the other thing I was going to say was,
Oh yeah, your rank.
no. I'll get to
okay.
that later.
Ooh.
I'm embarrassed.
I haven't even done competitive yet, so don't be embarrassed.
So
Dude, let's play tonight.
I didn't
I will.
play.
I'm ready.
I did not play Abzu this weekend. I played So like I talked about this in the patch, but a couple weeks ago I had a chance to go out to Firaxis and I played Civilization 6.
Oh, nice.
And it made me nostalgic for Civilization. I've
Yeah.
been playing a lot of Stellaris
I knew
recently.
I saw you tweet a bunch of Civ stuff. Yeah.
So then yesterday I played Civilization 5 for about 8 hours straight.
Were you wearing pants?
I was wearing shorts.
Okay.
So in the past, I've told stories before about how I used to sit on the ground in game and it would give me hemorrhoids.
I think of that story sometimes and I get afraid.
I got this.
Do you find yourself sitting on the ground, then you get up because
Yeah. No, like
story?
I'll be sitting in like a review or something. I'll just sit on the floor and I'm sitting there for like an hour and I go, I'm gonna stand.
Yeah. So after the last time, most recently when I got a hemorrhoid, I bought a desk and I bought a chair.
Yeah.
But I bought like a chair with like a hard wooden seat, so it's not very comfortable.
Why do you like the punishment?
I didn't realize that apparently I sat in 8 hours and didn't move. So when it was finally done, I stood up and my ass fucking hurt. It hurt, like not hemorrhoid hurt, just like my bony ass, like my bones, just like my fucking going through my legs.
just, like, bruised your ass bone.
bruising my hips or my ass.
Well, your
fat.
tailbone probably.
I don't know. And so like even this morning, it still hurt. I was like limping around like, ow.
Why don't
Wait,
you
when
have like
was
a
this?
cushion or
This was
something?
last night.
Why did you buy that chair?
I'm stupid, okay? I'm an idiot.
Apparently.
I still
I
like.
bought it and I thought, I'll buy a cushion to put on it. And then I just never bought the cushion.
Did you ever tell the story about your chair at 636 when we first moved in?
I forgot about that. No.
When we moved into 636, like before we got the building, like I think like homeless people had been squatting in or something. Like I just heard horror stories. I never saw it. But whenever the construction company left, they left like the foreman's chair, and it happened to be in your office, and you just went, "This is mine now," and you just like sat in that chair for like a good year,
Kept that
probably.
chair, yeah, that chair was awesome.
It was great. No, homeless people didn't sit in it, just the foreman, and he's the boss, so you know it's
It
good.
wasn't that white chair, was it?
No, that's the chair
still
that
got that
replaced it. It was like this ugly, faded
Oh, was
brown
it like
leather
a brown? Yeah.
chair.
I think I saw pictures of
Didn't
you
have
in
like
that
rivets
chair.
on
It
it or
had
something.
rivets
Yeah.
all the way around. Yeah, it did.
That's fucking
Yeah, it was like the
awesome.
found chair. Like, oh, we just moved in and the chair's there.
chair.
This is mine. Yeah.
There you go.
Free chair. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
I remember at 636, I definitely stole one of Animation's chairs.
Oh, we know.
Everyone does that.
You,
It's
uh,
okay.
That's why we.
That's why we started fucking
This is-
labeling everything animation.
We don't just label it. We write in Sharpie now.
This
I
is
remember
before.
there was a day where we were all building new chairs for animators. Bernie walked by. I saw him come back out of his office with a chair, leave his chair, and take one of the chairs that we had just fucking made.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
we're just the geeks that get picked on here.
To be fair, they got a shipment of chairs in.
Yes.
And they were all built, but they were sitting in the lobby. And I had
remember
been
that,
in
yeah.
this like really crappy chair for like 3 years at that point, and I was like, "Hey Gus, is it cool if I take one of these chairs?" And you went, "I don't care." And true,
They're
Gus
not my
does.
chairs.
Like any good boss does.
Yeah. And so I
He's
took
like,
that chair and I
fucking
switched
whatever.
it for mine, and then someone got my great chair.
It's fine. We give those to interns.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
We specifically have a
100% true.
chair that we always give to interns.
I'm
Mine is
still,
the one with the,
I'm
like-
still sitting in that same white chair that replaced the
Are
original
you?
636 chair.
Yeah, you are.
I need to throw it away.
It's like flat now.
No, give
It's
it to one of our
terrible.
interns.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We had one chair that Joel Mann, funny enough. When he started, we gave him that chair because it's just like the only chair we had left. We were like, hey, it's the new guy chair. He sat in it for like a year, and then when he became a lead, he was like, I want a new chair. He was like, give someone else this
To be
chair.
fair, he doesn't
He
also
deserves
sit in
that.
chairs like normal people.
he
He
does
sits
not.
like this.
Can you do it? He sits like that for about 6 hours a day.
more like this.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is actually.
Nice. I hope this is the podcast thumbnail.
It should be. And then you put Barbara's face on his ass. Going,
And then you
"Huh?"
put Carrie inside me.
Yeah.
There's that's for that.
Well, I'm already in there. You just can't see me. I slipped on in. Yeah.
The carry style.
Yeah. It's,
Carrie style.
I don't know if I want that to be my style.
You just slip on in.
I just slipped
Oh,
on
dude,
in.
are we gonna learn that K-pop dance?
Yeah,
are
we're
we gonna do that?
Yeah.
What's going on?
We're gonna learn
Did
how
you
to be
think of
K-pop
Gangnam
stars.
Style when we said style?
What?
Never mind.
I don't know
What
got me here.
K-pop song are you
So
learning the
Issa,
dance to?
one of our 2D, she's a lead animator for 2D team. Her birthday's coming up. She sent an email out to everybody saying like, well, to be fair, we were planning to do this before that email.
We were.
But she was like, hey guys, so my birthday's coming up, and for my birthday, I think it would be really great if we all learned a K-pop dance together. So I rented out this dance studio. Now I know what you're thinking, Issa. It sounds like for your birthday, you just want us to do exactly what you tell us. You are correct.
Yeah.
So she's renting up for her birthday. She's renting out a dance studio, and she wants us all to learn some choreographed. Like, is it
Nepal Bhajan.
size? Nepal,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's super cool.
Prior to that, though, We were already planning that with Issa and Stacy and the two of us, and then Cole probably. He doesn't know because he was in Japan.
Yeah.
But
He's
we
back
already
now.
included
He'll
him.
be the tall one.
Cole's the one that's like, you go up to him about anything. Like, he comes back from Japan, and I could be like, hey, we're learning K-pop. And you go, okay, cool.
I can't fucking do that. Didn't he came back from Japan, like landed and called you, he's like, hey, do you want to hang out?
Yeah, he asked me if I want to go Pokemon hunting. I'm like, didn't you just get back?
I can't
He's like,
fucking
yeah, man.
do that shit.
Cole, I don't think he's human.
No, I don't think he
I
is.
don't
No.
think he's human. I don't think that's
he
necessarily
is an
bad.
alien that came to this earth and is pretending how to learn how to be human.
I don't even
He's a fast fucking learner. Cole's the kind of guy that you'll introduce him to a game once, video game, board game, card game, doesn't matter. He'll play it, he'll lose, he'll go, that was fun. What if we give it another, let's give it another shot. Let's play it one more time. That was a lot of fun. And then he fucking destroys your world.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because he's a shark. He was lying to you that whole time. He's played that game before.
No,
Yes.
Cole wouldn't lie.
He's a hustler.
I think Cole's only lying. I think that's his secret.
No.
Yeah.
He's my neighbor. Don't tell me that.
He stole your bike.
He never went to Japan.
He was just constructing
I
a
don't-
really devious plan to steal your bike this whole time.
He stole your bike and took it to Japan to sell on the black market.
The Japan black market. You know what they want? My size bikes. Yeah. He can't
American
use,
bikes
He
that
can't
are
use my
small.
bike. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He would look like a toddler on my bike.
So you talked about learning a K-pop dance. Did you see that
that part of
Gremlin
it?
Diva video that I tweeted the other day?
No, but I want
Gremlin
to.
Diva.
That's one of my favorite things that come out of
Diva.
Overwatch
Oh.
is
She's my
everybody's
favorite character.
own.
I love the Gremlin Diva meme.
Yeah, it's great.
So the meme is so Diva in the game, for those of you that don't know, she's a
What?
she's
Yeah.
a Korean in the game. Like
Yeah, in
canonically, she's a Korean professional StarCraft 2 player
Yes.
that
Yeah,
also
spinning her
happens
eyes.
that also happens to
19.
pilot a mech warrior robot.
Essentially, they had to go to war, and they thought, who better to pilot our mechs than video game players?
Yeah.
So they enlisted her.
And so anyway, I tweeted it. We'll put it in the link. You gotta watch it. It's only like 33 seconds
Okay.
long. It's a musical. It's got like a little
Yeah.
music number to it, and it gets stuck in your head. I haven't stopped thinking
Oh,
about
God.
it since I saw
I
this
gotta
fucking
watch that.
video.
Is that going to be the intro to the next RTX panel?
I don't know. I sent
Beautiful.
it to Jordan, and I think it like swept through the 2D office.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking loved it.
They just made her was it so the things that came out of Overwatch, it's that Diva is a Mountain Dew Dorito eating gremlin.
Yeah.
Some of the Gremlin Diva cosplay is amazing.
I haven't
really
seen
good.
any of the
Yeah.
cosplay.
Oh my god!
Please
I
pull
gotta
that
find some
up.
Gremlin.
76 is a dad.
We're all dads now.
We're all dads now.
Yeah.
Reaper is essentially Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes.
What else has come out of it? those are. And Genji has the best ass in the game.
It's
Those are the
really
ones.
good.
It's really good.
It's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
It's better than Tracer's.
That's true. I thought Tracer was gonna have the best butt, and I was wrong. There's a lot of good butts in Overwatch. A lot of good
There's
butts.
a lot of. I've seen some images.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all have. We've all seen it now.
If anybody says they have not watched Overwatch porn, they're lying to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. We know. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
They're
fine.
hot.
I've got. Is it up there? Yeah. Can we?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so awesome.
There's another one.
Mecha activate. MLG Pro.
Fucking love that.
It's really
absolutely
good.
God, I can't imagine the hours that were spent on like crafting the cast of characters for Overwatch.
Oh, I think you say that costume. I was like, it probably took like 20
Well, that's
minutes.
too, but no, like seriously, the amount because like
Yeah.
Blizzard be having some smart people.
They-
all
yeah.
right? They're the fucking Warcraft.
Well, I mean, it
guys.
was the bigger project beforehand too.
Yeah, it's like they like precision crafted each one of those characters to fit
Yeah.
like every like little trope, but in a good way. And like you get from the cosplay perspective, it's like, oh, heavier girls, okay, there's May. Oh, scrawny dudes, there's Junkrat. Big dudes, there's Roadhog. It's like, man, fucking again, I'm so fascinated by that whole development
One of the
process.
things that I think they do really well with Overwatch it's done, I think, perfectly, and there's no like spotlight on it, is the amount of diversity in that game.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's from a different country,
Yeah.
different races, different genders. The gender doesn't affect your gameplay at all. There's
Zarya's a motherfucking boss.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like the only games out there that are as diverse as Overwatch are like Olympics games. Mm-hmm. Because it's just like that. It immediately just has like every country. But and it's kind of what you said about it too. It doesn't really matter. Like it doesn't affect the game.
You don't really notice it
negatively or
until they
positively.
just did the
Exactly.
Summer Games thing where
Yeah.
they're celebrating the Olympics, and now it's like, oh yeah, McCree's got a fucking American flag, and goddamn Tracer's got the Union Jack on her.
Yeah.
Genji's got the badass rising sun on him. Fuck, I want that skin.
Yeah, I do too.
It's cool, man.
Are you gonna buy loot boxes?
No, I did it once, and I felt.
But now you can get the Summer Games ones though.
Yeah, but
They
shut
got
the
me to
fuck
buy
up.
loot boxes.
How much money have you spent on Overwatch, guys?
20? No, on total.
Yeah, total.
Um,
You don't have to say if you don't want to. Can they use it? Can they like guess your income?
$150.
You?
Are we including the price of the game?
I'm going.
Oh, are we including the price of the game?
Let's do
Does
that.
that go up or down?
Let's do that. It's going to go up because I have it on PC and PS4.
$210.
I have spent.
Oh, I bought it on Xbox also.
Why?
$270.
So I bought two.
God.
I bought it on PC.
What have I done?
and
It's like
PS4.
the price of an Xbox.
I bought a few. I think I bought 10 loot boxes. How much is that?
10 loot boxes is like it's 11 loot boxes
Child's
for
play.
$10.
$10. So I've spent $130 on that game.
So I bought the game on the PS4. Thought that's where I was gonna play it, so I bought $40 worth of loot crates. Then I heard it was better on PC, so I bought on PC, and that became my main. So then I had to buy $40 worth of loot crates on the PC as well.
And then what other hardware did you buy, Carrie?
That had nothing to do with Overwatch. You son of a bitch.
Are you sure that the Overwatch mousepad and Overwatch mouse and Overwatch keyboard should not be included into that?
I am sure.
But he uses those for other things besides
Exactly.
Overwatch.
That's true.
Like watching porn, and then watching Overwatch porn. To be fair, I thought it was in the patch. To be fair, I had not bought a mouse in like a decade.
That's true.
It was
It's a
like
good mouse. It's a
it was
nice
a
mouse.
Logitech G5 is what I had before. I had an Amazon Basics keyboard, and the mouse pad I had was like a free one I found on the table here once. So
I remember you were really upset though when you got the keyboard because you were excited. You're like, it has the Overwatch font. It says Overwatch in the corner.
that was
It's
honestly
even
the
fucking
font
cool.
was the reason I bought it. Keyboard font is like
You hate
can-
the Razer keyboard font.
I dislike it.
Okay.
But the Overwatch font is fucking dope.
It's a nice font. Yeah. You were really upset though. You were like, it's more expensive than the Chroma, but Overwatch font. I'm like, okay. And then I recently built my first PC.
You did?
And by that I mean I watched you and Gray build it and asked
Hey.
if you guys would like some water.
Yeah.
Very important job.
Yeah.
And
Gotta stay hydrated.
and then you found out when you got the keyboard, it's actually not as good as the standard Chroma,
it's like a gift
but still
version.
more
Yeah.
expensive.
It costs like $23 more, but it doesn't have the headphone or mic jack or the
Yeah.
USB port.
Yeah.
Gotta pay that licensing fee.
Or the M1 through 5 keys. So, you know, but it says Overwatch. I can turn that on and off, so that's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
You got me there, Shawcross.
It's off all the time, and I launch Overwatch, and it goes, Overwatch.
I'm gonna be honest. You nice guys.
Worth it.
I'm gonna be honest. Y'all, this whole thing is just making me want to fucking leave this podcast and go play Overwatch.
I'm immediately going to go and play
Gus,
Overwatch.
will you play Overwatch with us tonight? Overwatch. Barbara, you should go buy Overwatch and play with us tonight.
Also, go buy PC.
I was gonna say I need to get a PC.
Do you have a PS4?
Nope.
Because I'm not going to play
fine.
PS4, though, to be fair.
I
done.
actually want to build like a gaming PC.
You should do it.
Because I've
You should
been
do it
really
now. I
enjoying-
mean, now's actually, I think, really a good time to do it, just because with all the VR headsets coming out, like now you
Bingo.
know the standard you need to hit, and we're now at that second iteration of VR capable video cards.
Yeah.
So prices have come down on what you need in order
What
to
do you
make a
think
VR
I
capable
would
rig.
spend on like I obviously
Do you have a keyboard, mouse, or monitors?
no.
Bare
Okay.
minimum to get a PC that's probably not bare minimum. To get a PC that you could run VR applications on, not counting the price of the headset, you'd probably spend $2,000.
What if I don't want VR?
That's not
you
true.
don't-
No. I remember Adam Ellis and Carrie were helping me out. I was going to be able to build one for about $1,300. Actually, no, it was $1,200. It was $1,200.
Oh, never mind.
But then I was like, well, if I'm gonna build a PC, I'm gonna build a motherfucking sweet PC. And I spent a lot. I did end up spending about $2,000.
It was with a 970.
I guess my price is also the same thing, where it's like a decent computer, maybe not
guess it's
like
true, yeah.
bleeding.
What do you think I could get
you're right,
for
you're right.
like
You could get
$76?
nothing.
I mean, I thought you were going to say
Hey,
700. I was like,
I'm gonna get a new phone soon. Here, you can have this one for $76.
Yeah.
You could get
Just don't look at my nudes.
a gaming PC, not a great gaming PC. You get a PC that could play games okay for like 800.
yeah.
Yeah.
You might as well at that point just buy PS4.
But I want
again,
Steam.
Okay.
That's a
Yeah,
big
I was gonna
thing.
say a lot of it for like the whole Xbox PS4 debate. Like,
What's the debate?
really it comes down to what do your friends play. If you're a social gamer,
Yeah.
I think I don't know, or if you prefer like the bonuses. Like, I love the PlayStation Plus stuff. Like, I got Sleeping Dogs for free when it was still like 60 or no, like 40 bucks.
probably.
Well, also,
I was
like,
oh, sweet.
I remember back in the day when we used to play Smite at the office almost
yeah.
every day. And like I really fucking enjoyed that. And that was really the first PC game
Smite
I
was
ever
fun.
got really into.
So I
get
think,
into
you know, on that front, like you're talking about, like Xbox, PS4, it's really interesting what Microsoft's doing with that Xbox Play Anywhere. as a platform.
The Xbox, the Windows 10 thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like you could,
I don't
you
understand
could
that.
buy a game and then you have it essentially on your PC and your Xbox
So
with
I
a
will-
cloud save that syncs between them,
I got confused with
depending
this.
on what they
I
support.
will also say too, if you're like an avid sports watch or like if you watch a lot of TV too, the Xbox is really cool. It has like the whole like
Yeah, okay.
Jordan. Was it Jordan? No. Who
It's
do I know
okay. It's got problems. I use my Xbox to watch TV. There's problems with it. There's fundamental problems they still have not fucking fixed. Like,
Can I-
Like what?
every now and then, about twice a week, when I'm watching TV, I'm like, it's dropping frames. I need to.
The Blu-ray player will not get through an entire movie without getting off sync.
I've not had that
I've
problem.
never
But
had it.
I
get
need
all
to
the way
hard
through.
boot my Xbox twice a week because my television starts dropping frames. Was like, why? The built-in guide is still shit.
I hate the UI like, of the whole thing.
UIs are well. UIs in general, like when it comes to television side of things, are terrible, right? Like
Okay.
cable set-top boxes, fucking awful.
Yeah.
The Xbox UI, not great.
Yeah.
It's all garbage.
The biggest problem I have, and this is probably just specific to me, I have like a day one Xbox One, is that I can't get the fucking controller to stay synced to the Xbox
Really?
One. I can't turn on my Xbox One with a controller.
What?
It just doesn't fucking do it. Like every other time, it unsyncs.
Xbox on.
No, I don't have the Connect.
Yeah, no. Can I?
I
Every
threw that
time I
thing
go
in
to
the
Doyle's
garbage.
house, I'll just be like, "Hey, what's going on, dude? Xbox off." Anyways, I haven't seen it. What's going on? Because I'm a piece of shit.
So, talking about set-top boxes and like the
Yeah.
interface for cable TV made me think about something. I can't believe we haven't talked about this before. It's something I've been keeping up with for a couple months, and I just never brought it up. So you know how shitty. I don't know if you guys have cable. You know how shitty any interface for cable TV is.
Yes.
It's like if you've got
I don't
Time
have-
Warner, you don't get to pick your box. Here's the fucking cable box, and it is what it is. It's slow, and you record shit, and it cuts off, and it doesn't know when like stuff is time shifted. And
I don't have cable, but my parents do, and I have to do all the
Fucking
tech.
terrible.
I fucking hate Time Warner's cable boxes.
It is, and I feel like this is not getting a lot of attention in the news, but there was a proposal in front of the FCC to essentially deregulate set-top boxes so
Really?
that third-party manufacturers could make
Yeah.
set-top boxes, and you could buy set-top boxes and you don't have to rent it from the
You
cable
get the
company
service,
anymore.
yeah.
Right. So like right now, like let's say you have cable, you pay your cable company like $10 a month or whatever to rent the fucking thing you don't own. Eventually it could be like a cable modem where you can buy your own box, use it to interface, and then have it customized to whatever you want. So it's like different content providers could make a set-top box, and it could really restructure the way that you find stuff, right? Like nobody searches. Like you want to watch Bridesmaids, right? On your set-top box, you never hit the
Why'd
search
you look
button.
at me when you said that?
I figure it's a movie you like.
Because you're a woman.
And so like it's
still there.
it's incented to the way it works right now. Like you search for Bridesmaids, and it's incented to push you towards their pay-per-view.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, you may have access to it like on a service like Netflix, but your set-top box is so dumb it doesn't know.
Right.
In the future, if a set-top box is deregulated, you could integrate it with all of your different services, and you're like, I want to watch Bridesmaids, and
Gus, I'd love to watch Bridesmaids with you.
and it links up with all your
I
cats.
actually
Goes,
really like
oh,
that
you could pay for it on these services, or you could already have access to it for free
Right,
here.
it'll just let you know here are all of your options.
Right, it's not weighed.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
you know, weighed in a weird
Watch-
way to try to
watch
give
it-
them more money.
Yeah, watch it Netflix or wait until 8 p.m. on TLC or
right.
whatever.
It's coming.
I don't know anything
on
about cable
TLC.
channels.
Yeah, they show it all the time.
Yeah.
So Barbara at AH_Panda1 says that they spent $875 on their PC and it runs VR perfectly. So
Interesting.
There you go.
there you go.
But that probably you also need monitors, keyboards.
Yeah, I mean,
Keyboard.
I'm probably gonna spend at least $1,000.
I fucking love the Vive, dude. Holy
great.
fucking shit. Like it's I don't know if I was on a podcast since this, but when RTX happened, the Sunday of RTX, I invited my family over after the con was done, took them out to dinner, and then was like, let's just play VR. I have to show you this. Like one of the biggest reasons I bought that thing was because I was like, I need my parents to know that this technology exists. Because like I remember like my dad was the reason that I ever owned an Xbox. Like he did the research and was like, oh, this is a really cool thing, and got it for
Yeah.
my brother and I for Christmas. And I remember like him trying to play Halo. He would try to play Madden. Like when my brother got a PS4, he bought himself Madden, would try and play. Like he would try video games, but like we take it for granted at this point. That controller's a huge barrier to entry.
Right, yeah.
Like,
It is, yeah.
Like
Tons of buttons and
oh my
how do you
God,
hold
fucking,
it.
The biggest thing, fucking two analog stick controls on a first person game is like it's like riding a bike for us now. But when I started, like I couldn't help but look at my fucking feet forever.
Yeah.
The original DualShock didn't even have that, right?
No, the original one.
Yeah, no,
DualShock.
no.
It didn't have
Yeah.
analog sticks at
Wait,
all.
it wasn't DualShock.
I guess it's
Yeah,
true.
no, the DualShock
Yeah, it
was the analog.
the
stick.
original
right.
PS1
PlayStation
controller.
yes, did not have.
Yeah.
Not
Crash
the
Bandicoot
not the
doesn't use that shit.
PS1 controller.
What?
The PS1 was the separate, like, small one.
The PlayStation controller.
I'm fucking with
Oh,
you. I'm fucking with
shut
you.
the fuck. All right, so I brought them over to try out the Vive.
Yeah.
That I loved RTX. This was probably the best RTX ever. The hours
You're
I spent
welcome.
playing that with my family outshined that entire fucking weekend.
Yeah.
Like they ended up staying the night because they played till like 1 a.m. and didn't
wow.
want to drive back to San Antonio that night.
Wow.
Like my dad played the Brookhaven Experiment and Horde Z. Like my mom went to sleep and he was like, "All right, Becky, bye." All right, what's that other zombie one? What's that one you got there? It was I had never seen such delight on my
is there-
parents' faces.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, there's the video of my dad him playing. It was fucking great, dude. Like he almost destroyed my television trying to punch a zombie.
It's the new Wii.
It was no. Okay, so I mean, there's a reason why the Wii had such a hit amongst like such a wide audience is because motion controls are more intuitive. Now the Wii wasn't great at it. Like Wii Sports was awesome at the time, but like
At the time,
like
that's a classic.
Wii Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It was awesome at the
Yeah.
time. You
You don't think you could go play Wii bowling right now and it would hold up?
No, because I know how to get a perfect score in Wii bowling.
Oh, is this your mom?
You could. Oh yeah, there's my mom. And there's my little brother. Yeah, she was playing Audio Shield. She fucking played a Ruby Volume 2 song.
Oh, whoa.
I think it's like Time to Say Goodbye. It's like
exactly.
on the front page of the audio. Also,
so
there's all my
cute.
toys. My apartment looks like Steve Carell's apartment from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
No, that would be my apartment. My Amiibo collection
Don't
is
forget
out.
your bike.
So it was like it's exciting now to be able to share that kind of stuff with like my family because it's like again you get the controls are so intuitive. One of the coolest things when I first went to your apartment and played it.
Yeah.
I put on the headset. You held the controllers out in front of me, and you said, "Grab that."
Yeah,
And on
that's
like
like-
in your screen, you see one for one the Vive controllers, and you touch it, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, you didn't see that with your eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's a weird way to think about it. Yeah, I didn't see that with my eyes. I saw a digital representation of it on a screen in front of me.
Wait, I'm
And it's
supposed to be Gavin.
I have a spiel I go through when I show people VR for the first time, and that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, how crazy is that?
Yeah,
You didn't actually see that.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're like the guy who did the demo for us at PAX
That's
at one
a
time.
great line.
good.
I'm slowly working my way through the animation department of inviting people over. You can only do like 5 people at a time, otherwise it gets like too crazy. But like,
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah, I
I'm
have like
really happy I came over to play at that.
I've
one
only
time.
done it once, Babs.
Do you also end the night like you have like you go to this game?
You start
go to
with
this
yeah.
game,
I always
and then you end on
start with the
porn.
lab. I start with the lab.
Oh, sorry. I start with porn and I end with porn.
Oh, okay. I start with the Valve Lab, which is like I would argue the Wii Sports of the Vive.
I think it's now like one of the most popular games on Steam
it's
in general.
it does an incredible job of introducing you to the mechanics of the majority of
Yeah.
VR games, like teleportation, and like using that to get around, the idea of picking things up, just looking at things. Like I always run people through because it's also like you want to start like low, right? So like going to Mount Vespa or whatever the hell it's called in the lab is really cool. It's like, oh, there's a little dog, you can throw the stick and the robot dog goes to get it, and like, oh wow, it's super pretty.
Yeah.
The first thing I ever saw on the Vive, I was visiting the Game Grumps, and Barry showed me the Aperture Science Robot Repair Center.
That was
That's a
great
great
too.
Because
yeah.
I'm a huge
Oh,
Portal
yeah.
fan, and I
I
geek
saw
the
that one.
fuck out.
It's
like
good.
he has a video of me just going like, like
I
the
remember
entire time.
I did that in Achievement Hunter. I actually legitimately got afraid when what's his face?
The floor opens up.
No.
Oh, Atlas.
Atlas. Yeah, thank you.
He's
when,
so
When
big.
he walks towards you,
Yeah.
I
It was
legitimately
also
got afraid.
GLaDOS coming in. She's
There's that
like
too, yeah.
very
Yeah,
huge.
she's
Huge.
enormous.
I still remember the first time we tried out. I think it was the Vive, right?
It was the Vive, yeah.
It was at PAX, and the Funhouse guys tried it before us, and all Adam Kovic told me was, "I saw a whale and it winked at me."
Yeah, he had a moment. That's the first thing I show anyone.
And I think it
Really?
was
What is
it?
Joel
The
Rubin
blue?
who
The whale
drew
encounter.
The
a
blue.
woman in the like drawing game
Yeah.
and like a naked woman
Yeah.
and like put his arm around her.
yeah, that was
That's really funny.
because the whale encounter you don't need controllers for.
And when you
So
walk
it's a
over
way-
to the side and like,
Oh.
look
It's
over,
a way to get someone used to the headset, so that's the first thing. And then after the whale encounter, then I'm like, okay, then I hand them the
Here's the
controllers.
lab, yeah.
And then I start doing something else. So I'm gonna disagree with you on one point.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think that the Vive
Controversy.
controllers are not intuitive. And I think that is the biggest barrier right now. There's some people, when I hand it to them, I'm like, okay, there's triggers, and this is a touchpad. And there's some side triggers. There's some side grips. Like, so you have to take it in stages. So
Yeah.
when I show people stuff, I'm like, okay, the first thing I'm going to show them is just going to have the trigger. Then I'll introduce the thumb pad. Then I'll introduce the concept of squeezing for the side grips.
Have you thought about just doing the tutorial?
I always run them through the tutorial on the lab.
Yeah.
Here's what I would say about that. I think that the controllers are fairly intuitive given the amount of control that you do need to have. Like one of the complaints with the Wii controller is that like there's not a ton you can do.
There's not much to do, and then the joystick that they add, then it's separate and it doesn't wiggle.
But I think it depends entirely on the developer's use of the controller.
Yes.
Case in point, fucking Horde Z.
So
Horde Z nails just about everything. I'll admit, I have a hard time playing that game because I'm startled very easily. And that shit's just too fucking real for me.
Yeah.
Like, even in the tutorial where it's, like, safe and you know you can't get hurt, seeing all the zombies reach at me, I'm like, oh, stop! Don't tickle me. And
Don't eat me.
don't, though. That would be crazy.
What would
Like,
that
if
even
you
look
tickled
like?
me. What would that even look like, you tickling me? Anyways, in Space Pirate Trainer,
Yeah.
fucking awesome game.
Yes.
The weapon select is there's two circular trackpads on the controllers. You press down on them. Essentially, think of it like a trackpad on a laptop.
Well, it's also I think it's the exact trackpad from the Steam controller.
It's
Which is like
very
the best
similar,
thing
at
about
least.
the Steam controller was that it did the research for the Vive controllers.
So, you have a gun. You press down on the trackpad, and it pulls up a little circular menu, and then you rotate your thumb, and beep 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 beep.
I think that's great.
It vibrates every time you switch to one. There's an audible cue every time you switch to one. When you let go, you see the gun change to that type of gun. It's very apparent what you were doing, and it's easy to do when you're in a high stress environment
Yes.
like a first-person shooter.
Yes.
Horde Z, arguably more high stress because it's a horror title.
Yeah.
And you know, they're enemies will run at you. It's kind of dark. You have multiple areas you got to be checking for. You know, it's one wrong move and you're fucked.
Yeah.
The weapon select in that game is you hold down the menu button, a small button on top of the large circular trackpad,
is normally hard to get
and
to.
then in 3D space, a bunch of orbs appear around your controller. Like the moment you hit it, the moment you hit that menu button, a bunch of spheres are going to appear around where your controller is. And then you can push the gun forward or pull it back or move it up or move it to the right. Like you essentially just touch the controller to the picture of the gun that you want.
he did a weapon select different there.
What?
Can we go back about 15 seconds on that?
We're learning right now.
At least this is at least as far as I'm aware, this is the default way you switch guns.
Right.
That's-
I've always switched the way you're talking about.
And it's a pain because when you're not moving, it's somewhat intuitive. But when you're in a combat situation, you will accidentally. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally fucking got a
get to the
grenade
grabber?
or the fucking grabber.
How do you guys feel about hover junkers? Excuse me.
It's Hover Junkers does some. What the fuck?
He did it different. I don't know what Jack just did there.
Gotta
but
look at that shit.
That was not.
We gotta talk to.
Look at that.
That's what it should be.
That's how it should be.
That's how it absolutely
That
should
is
be.
not how it
There has to be
is.
some setting that we don't
shit.
know about. Interesting. I wonder when that was filmed.
We'll have to
All
find
right.
out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we're just old people that don't know what the fuck
I
we're
do
talking
like the way the hover junkers does it, where
Now-
you
go
push
ahead.
the button down and then you move your hand toward what you want.
The Hover Junkers interface is interesting. You essentially have, you can have, like, it's similar to Horde Z, but better in some way. I guess because they get rid of the, the Y axis?
Yeah, so I mean, like I'm holding my hands out, and I know. I can't remember exactly. It's like, I want the pistols. I go
right.
out.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know which direction it is.
Yeah,
but, like
no,
I want
you're-
the shotgun. I go in. I want
Yes.
the rifle. I go up. Like
Yes.
I can memorize that.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this. I would not want to
Or
do
like
that.
also, it's like a difference between that and that and the like.
Yeah, that's-
There's too much margin for error
Yeah, and then
in
you're like,
Horde Z.
which, you know,
in the
which
default
gun
weapon select.
is that? Like, which one am I looking for?
Well, because it's
Another
perspective.
example. Another example is Battle Dome. Great game. However, the top menu button on the right controller is like what is it? Weapon select or something. And then bottom trackpad on the other one is select, and it's like it doesn't quite make sense. I think it depends on the developer and how well they use it.
Love Battle Dome. I never show that to anyone who's using VR for the first time.
Yep, no.
I don't think that's a
absolutely not.
You've got to have several hours under your belt
Yeah.
and familiarity before you're able to switch.
You know
to
what does a
something
great
like that.
job? Rec Room. Adam Ellis
I
was telling
just
me about
downloaded
Red
it. I haven't played it yet.
The paintball game type that they have in there is, it's like, I want to say it's better than Battle Dome, but just because of like the sci-fi nerd in me, I like Battle Dome more because of the techno music and the aesthetics of the like arena. Yeah. But there's more like Battle Dome doesn't do a very good job of like letting you know if you're successfully doing damage to the enemy base.
It doesn't
and,
yet.
like,
I mean, it's still super early.
It's super early, right? But the oh fuck, go ahead. You were gonna say something.
I was gonna say, just
completely lost track of what I was
to
gonna
get back to your point for a second, I think the controller would be. I do like the Vive controller. I think it'd be really a lot better if they flipped which one the Steam button was, the system button, because the one on the top is hard to get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing I want to like reach for.
I agree.
And I think they should have done something else for the grip buttons. Yeah. Like those grip buttons just don't work.
Or they're
well.
like
I have
too
no problem with the grip
low,
buttons.
or like they're in a weird place. Like they need to be more like further up.
I wish that they did something like bumps on it or something. Like I don't like when you're doing like the tutorial, for example, you can turn, you look and go, my fingers I think are on the button because you actually don't see your fingers, but you're like, that feels about right.
Yeah.
I'm playing a game, it's like, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think what's interesting about a lot of the the VR games right now is that there are some that will thrive solely on execution of a game mechanic. So like we said, Battle Dome has a lot of problems, but it's fucking fun. It's fucking fun. The ones that really shine though, because most of them at this point are all still proof of concept kind of tech demo type games. They're all like $15 games. That revolve around one base mechanic.
A lot of early access.
But the ones that really do a great job are the ones that have like extra polish. So Job Simulator has got
great one. I try to show that to everybody.
Yes, Job
Even
Simulator
first time.
shines with its imagination. So first off, it's funny.
They're
The
local.
writing's really good.
Are they?
What's that?
They're local. They're
Get
based
the
out
fuck
of
out of here.
Austin.
We should hang out.
Oh,
with
that's cool. Yeah.
But like you can grab at no point do you have to do this, but like you can take a potted plant off the top of your cubicle, put it underneath the coffee machine, turn the coffee on, and then the coffee waters the plant. The plant gets bigger, and it's like, oh, that's super charming.
My favorite thing doing that cubicle is just throw stuff over.
Oh yeah, and piss off your coworkers. And then
I'm
there's
amazed. There's two kinds of people.
Oh God.
People who listen to the instructions in Job Simulator.
Yeah.
And people who do not even realize that there are instructions in Job Simulator. I've demoed VR for a lot of people.
Really? I can't imagine not.
A lot of people who just like, fuck the instructions, fuck that. I'm just going to explore this.
I'll do both. I'll see what the job is, and I'll go, okay, that's gonna be the last thing I do.
Yeah.
And I'll fuck with stuff first, and I'll go, okay, I guess I'll do the job now, and I do the job.
Yeah, you can touch pretty much anything in that game, right?
Yeah, it's really really cool. The other things that like nice little touches, hover junkers.
Mm-hmm.
They did what something that I loved about the Gears of War franchise, like love it or hate it, they made reloading fun. Like the active reload game mechanic is brilliant.
It's really good.
Like reloading in any shooter is like a pause in the action, and that's good. Like it builds in pacing into any sort of enemy encounter. You have to keep track of your ammo. Like it's a cool thing. But then they add a game of chance to it. If you hit it at just the right time, you can get you'll reload faster and get bullets and do more damage.
It's actual like skill. It's like an extra level.
If you have the skill to do it. But if you fuck up, oh no, it takes longer to reload. And hover junkers made reloading fun. If you fire, so there's no counter for your ammo. You have to, if you have your 6-shooter, you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm out. And then what is it?
You push down on the trackpad.
You flick it.
That lowers it. It automatically refills, and you flick it back.
Yeah. So you're flicking out the what is it?
I think the back. I'm sorry. Yeah,
the
you've got
cylinder.
to actually spin it.
Then you spin it.
Yeah.
And then you flick it back in. If it's a double barrel shotgun, you go boom, boom. You flip it forward, boop, boop, hit it twice, boop, boop, put them in, and then flick it back, and that makes it fun. And
it's
those
so
are
rewarding.
it's those small touches
If you ever
that really make a great
out of
VR
ammo.
game.
Out of ammo is like a tower defense game where you can go and like possess your individual units.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And if you possess like a sniper, the way you reload is you shoot and then you got to pull the bolt back.
That's awesome.
The round comes out. You got to you reach down, grab a new bullet, put it in, and then slide the bolt forward, and then you can shoot. And it's
Wait, this is VR?
yeah,
That's awesome.
shoot.
play
It's
that.
like it really incents you to hit. You make your shot count.
Yeah.
Because reloading is 3 or
When
4
are they
seconds.
going to come out with controllers that are like gloves?
That's
So I mean,
it's gotta get
what I
there.
was about to ask is, do you have you looked into the Leap Motion?
I've seen it. Yeah.
So there's a apparently it's working pretty well, or for some people there's before the Vive was even out, there's this little thing called the Leap Motion, and you put it like, you have your keyboard and your mouse, you put it here, and you can just hold your hands over the keyboard, and you could just do like that to like go to the next page. That a little kind of on the gimmicky side. People started mounting it to their headset, and you can actually get hand tracking in games.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's going to be something like that eventually.
I mean,
It's
I
just
think
not
people are
quite
working on
right.
gloves now
I
too.
mean, it's got to happen.
Yeah.
At some
Yeah.
point.
My
And
hands
that's when I quit.
hands down, I think my favorite thing about VR right now specifically, this is not going to exist forever, is the community.
Yeah.
It reminds me so much of the first year of Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Xbox Live was my first experience with online gaming. Like I wasn't a PC gamer like as a kid, at least at that point in time. And neither were a lot of the people that own consoles. Like that was their first time
Even
going.
honestly, I played MMOs a lot. I should not have, but I was playing MMOs when I was like 10 and 12.
Like RuneScape and shit.
No, no.
My brother loved RuneScape.
I was playing Planet Side. I played World of Warcraft the day it came out.
Penguin World. Club Penguin.
Actually not. I played even then, like I was around for original Xbox One. I played like Unreal Tournament 2004.
Fuck.
And playing that online, like on an Xbox, was like fucking crazy.
It was great because it was, for a lot of people, because it was so new to them, everybody was super polite and understanding and accepting. Like you forget it's like the zombies game type, which has been in every Halo game since Halo 3 at this point, was something that people just did in Halo 2. They would say, hey guys, good match of Team Slayer. Hey, I made this game type called Zombies if you guys want to join. Sure, let's play. Everyone gets in the lobby, and then he explains the rules.
Everyone sits
Yeah.
and
He
goes,
goes,
okay, what do we do?
so
How do we play?
if you're on red team, you can only use the shotgun. You have a sword, but you can't use it. Now, one person's going to be a zombie. They're going to be green team. Who wants to be green team? All right, Sonic the Shadow. You're going to be our
69.
first zombie, 6969 XOXO 420. You're going to be, no, that was year 2 of Xbox.
You're right, yeah.
You're going to be our zombie. If you get killed by a zombie with a sword, when you're dead, you switch to
switch.
green team, and then you can only use use the sword. And people followed the fucking rules.
absolutely did.
It was a goddamn honor system, and now if you tried to do that, if you tried to go into a game and go, hey guys, I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up,
you.
asshole. Or except they'd be like 9.
Oh, and they also would say asshole.
But they also wouldn't say asshole. They'd say a word I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
But now it's like I joined Rec Room, which to me Rec Room, it's like it kind of feels like Wii Sports, but there's more of a social aspect to it. You make your character, you spawn in the Rec Room in the exact same place that every other player spawns, and people will be like, oh, and you can wave at each other. You can see their hands. There's achievements for if you go to do a high five. When you high five with another player, the controller vibrates and it makes little sparks. Like,
That's awesome.
That's really
and you're like, it rewards you for being social. You can pull the trigger and you fist bump, and you'll get so we did a thing where we did a line. We ran down a line and gave everybody high fives after a game of paintball, and it was super fun. And
Did you have your mic on?
oh yeah, so that's the thing. If you do this, if you bring the controller up to your mouth as if you're covering your mouth, that is muted. And if you do it again, you're unmuted. But I joined the game, and within 30 seconds, I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. And then I just saw orange, and I was like, oh, what? And I realized somebody had taken a Gatorade, water bucket, whatever the fuck you call them, and put a water cooler and put it over my head, and I took it off, and I was like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. And some guy goes, oh, is this your first time playing? I go, yeah. He goes, oh, dude, let me show you around. He goes, so up here, that's where, this is the hangout room. The devs are still working on it. There's nothing here. Over here, there's ping pong. Down that hallway, you could play racquetball if you want to do that. Really, though, you want to play paintball. And then some other guy's like, oh, paintball fucking rules. It's like, you want to play paintball? Hell yeah! All right, let's all gather near the paintball room. And everyone came over. It's like, join his party? All right, let's do it. And then you start the game, and all the audio is based on proximity. So when you're in a game of paintball, you'll hear the other team being like, they're going around the other side, fucking Reds, fuck them up. And then, then when you get close, if I turn the corner, there's an enemy, and we both shoot each other, there's a brief, 3 seconds where it goes, bing! And you get paint on your face, and you drop your gun, and you can see the other person, and they'll go, oh, you got me, that was good, and then you respawn. And it's just...
Can we stop coming
polite.
into work and just make the office in VR?
Please.
So I can just sit at home.
My
Jerking
craziest one
it.
was
happen.
with the retro arcade.
Yeah.
Right now, I think actually they finally put it up for purchase, but they had a demo out for a while. Really, all it is a nostalgia trip. It's a virtual arcade with the galaxy patterned carpet for black lights. There's a bowling alley on one end. There's all these cabinet arcade games. There's the basketball arcade game, and then there's an area where you can find cassettes throughout the room
And they all
play
work,
them
like all the games
in a boombox that's connected to this online radio service. So I put it in and fucking I don't know, it was Green Day
Nickelback.
or something, and like the AAS, and I was
Borrow
like, oh, this is
sad.
fucking cool.
Bring it back. Full
but-
circle.
But there's a bunch of big leather couches in the area. It really it does feel like a place where you just go and kind of hang out.
Yeah.
It just so happened I managed to line it up. I lined up the virtual in-game couch with my actual couch in my living room. I put a cassette in the tape, and I sat down on the couch, and I lost my goddamn mind. It was fucking unreal.
Was it like a trust fall? You're like, I'm pretty sure my couch is behind me.
Well, no, what was... Oddly enough, I didn't have to trust myself that couch existed. Earlier that night, I was trying to get to my keyboard to take a screenshot. My keyboard, imagine where the table is right now. That's where my desktop was. Between me and the table was a virtual table. And I was walking towards my computer to take a picture, and then I stopped and was like, wait, I'm going to run into the table. No, wait, that isn't a table. There's no table here. I can walk through this table. And I like gingerly walked through the table, and I felt like I was committing some sort of crime against God. And then I hit F12, and then I slowly walked away.
The first night I played VR stuff, there's the archery game in the lab.
Oh, yeah.
Like you walk up to it and it looks like a tabletop game, and then you go down as like an archer.
Yeah.
I tried to lean on that table.
Oh, God.
You told me about that.
I'm just like, I'm playing by
Please
myself.
tell me you fell.
No, I didn't fall. I went like, huh. Whoa. I thought that was real. And then later that night, I was like brushing my teeth, and like I went to go lean on the counter. I stopped myself. I went, no, this one's real. And I touched it. I was like, okay, everything I know is now
You gotta
possibly a
question it.
lie. Yeah.
I could not be a bigger supporter of the Vive.
Oh, it's so fun.
Or any of the VR tech for that
great.
matter. Like, I thought when everyone was talking about Vive and Oculus, I'm like, VR, it's going to be a fun gimmick. In 10 years, it'll be a thing. Nope, it's now.
We're there.
It's a thing
Yeah.
right now. And that
Yeah,
couldn't
and
be more
the
exciting.
thing is, like, the more people that get it now and start experiencing stuff now, the faster we're gonna get.
You want to get to that full dive.
I don't want to use my body anymore. It's already failing me. I can't get a bike to exercise. I'm fucking done. Let me fly. Okay, that's all
man.
I want.
Well, we got to wrap this up.
All right, we got to play Overwatch
in this,
tonight.
in
Exactly.
this conversation.
Yeah.
And we still have to do the post show.
So I do
that too?
actually want to remind people, if you are musically talented or not, send us a theme song to podcast@roosterteeth.com. We can use your original podcast themes. Please don't use licensed music. You get us in trouble, and we find out.
We will find you.
Just not use it.
Yeah, we will not use it. So send us your podcast themes, podcast@roosterteeth.com. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Don't tickle us.